We're back.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Sarah Jane. Thanks for coming back to my second YouTube channel. So, we haven't played in a while, and I haven't edited any of the other ones. I'm sorry guys. It's been a while, but you guys will see them eventually. I edit for work, so I just don't have time. But today, we are continuing off where we left off.
We killed the dragon.
We killed a young dragon. This guy over here.
Because some person decided to take his eggs, so...
Cleric.
I didn't know! I wasn't thinking. This is the first time.
Normally I see that type of chaotic energy from a rogue or a bard, never a cleric.
That's when she just hides behind the dragon's dead wing, like...
Yeah, that's right. Hide behind the corpse.
Well, at least we defeated it. I'm the one that got more injured than anyone else.
She has a point.
I got more injured.
I was gonna say, except for maybe our tank over here.
That means you need to clean our armor.
No.
No, you're the one that messed that crap up.
I know.
Well, compared to what monks get for punishment, I say that's a good way of punishing you.
We already have a deal set for cleaning my armor.
Because someone needs to clean someone's armor because someone decided to serve
Someone decided to set somebody on fire.
I didn't mean to. I thought
Someone keeps setting her on fire and she's human.
Maybe both of you need to clean your armor.
You can do that. I'll go play with Archimedes. What? What was that? You want to fuck me? So, okay. So we're just gonna plug along and ignore the fact that I stole dragon eggs.
As you would.
So we are heading toward the Shadow Pass in between Thurdo Mountains and Red Peaks.
Yep.
So that's either going to be, our map is either going to be the visual for you guys, or I'm going to take the picture and just put it in here. Yeah. Alright.
Alright.
Let's do this.
I got
Also, our DM made Tony flip a coin.
I did.
why.
To decide something. That's the whole reason why you flip a coin.
Yeah.
I was hoping she would say something.
Yeah, to decide something.
More.
She's not going to tell you
You
anymore.
decide things.
It did just get brighter.
Yes, it did.
Suddenly I don't like it that it got brighter. I've been doing
It's
that
just
a
a
lot.
thing. Yeah.
Tony got me a metal straw.
From Razor.
Yeah, from Razor. They donate some of their proceedings to cleaning up oceans.
It's
for
like one that's
plastic.
not RGB.
Oh,
What
okay,
the
that
fuck,
makes sense.
Razor?
That's why he did
Sorry.
it.
I didn't know that.
It didn't have chroma.
And it's got the little thing,
Yeah. A little kid.
a carrying kit.
I'm like, it's
And
not
it has a
RGB.
cleaning
Come on.
tool. But I lost my.
No glowy straws. What the fuck, Razor? Come on. Step up your game.
I mean, they have.
Where's the limited edition, RGB straws? I mean, come on.
That's a glowy straw.
We need to get you a Razor silly straw.
Every time it whips the loop, it changes a different color.
Oh, that'd be awesome. And it glows too.
Yeah, that's one of my
LEDs, yeah.
Oh, Rachie's?
Take note, Razor. Anyway.
We're good?
Yeah.
We're good.
Alright.
Okay. So, from where we killed the dragon, camping wise, we spent the night there because I said there's nothing else chasing us, there's nothing around. The closer you get to Shadow Pass, obviously, the less creatures and stuff you see, because most people, avoid this area for a reason. It's not dangerous per se, but like I said, there's a straight path, and you stay in the path, or bad things happen. That's what people in the kingdom know. So
you said we healed within that time.
yeah, within the time of resting where we're at, we're good. It'll be about another half a day's walk before we get there. So you'll be getting to Shadow Pass around probably 1, 2 in the afternoon. You'll be getting to the entrance of it. Yes.
Do we train in the morning?
If you want to, you can.
I mean, I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got my longsword.
So I
proficiency.
train in the morning.
That's fine. Mark it down.
So 6 days out of 8. 2 more days.
So when you get to Shadow Pass, you'll notice that on both sides, on both sides of the entrance, the red peaks are like very like dark, obsidian, rocky-ish kind of like mountainside. The other side, the Third Dome Mountains, are more like your general like foresty, natural mountains that we see like in like the United States kind of thing. So it's very volcanic looking one side, and then it's very like like foresty mountainous on the other. And then towards the middle, as it fades down to like a valley or whatever, and you see this path going through the middle. You can't see the end of the path, but you know it winds through this valley. But you see as it fades down, it slowly gets darker and then just more monotone. Like all the colors seem to fade and just go almost to like a neutral gray. It's very rocky, very still, but not a lot of like plant life or anything in there. It's just you don't know if it's because the sunlight can't get through or something, but it's not a lot of plant life. It's just just like a dirt path with rocks on each side, like the mountains or whatever. But it's just very, like I said, there's not like the normal forest that you've been in. It's a very straightforward, cut out rock-filled path. Right.
No, are there any like dead trees?
There's no plant life.
No plant life.
That
It's
is
just all rocks.
fine.
Just all rocks.
I'm gonna,
All rocks.
And it's gray too. There's no color.
Right, the color is fading away.
I'm gonna suggest.
Like the higher up you can see on the mountains and stuff, there's more color. Like the red peaks, they fade up to that like dark obsidian color. Like you can see like the like lava on the top, like parts of it. On this side you can see like green trees. You can see the bluish purple, rocks for the mountains. You can see snow on top or whatever. But like I said, as it fades down, it gets. Even though it's 2 p.m., it gets a little bit darker. It's not dark, but it's darker, like in shadow. But like I said, everything seems gray and just.
We are staying on the path.
We can't risk stepping even off of the path at all because
Nothing.
it's called the Shadow Pass. It's called the Shadow Pass for a reason.
No matter what, we are staying on the path.
Oh boy. So I'm assuming we have the cart with us and everything. Okay. You're driving.
Right.
I guess someone needs to watch in the rear, and 2 of us can hang on the off side just to keep an eye on the sides of anything. So I guess.
But we're not leaving the cart.
Well, obviously, she's gonna be driving forward. We're keeping an eye on the sides, if anything.
I'll sit on the back.
The horse is pretty good about.
Kensa will sit on the back of the cart, taking the rear.
Yeah.
Take the rear.
Yeah, Kensa will take the rear,
I
sit on the
said,
cart.
if Avasha's by herself, the horse, if she's by herself, she'll run off, do whatever. But if she's got her bridle on and she's on the cart, she doesn't just run off. That's not
She
her.
won't do.
She knows she's working. She's she's set.
She's there.
So, Kenzo says he's gonna face the rear and cover the rear. Do you want the right or the left?
It doesn't matter.
I'm asking you first.
The right.
Okay, then I'll keep an eye. On the left side. So it's gonna be more like that, and of course,
I said you can do it the other way if you want, actually.
the other way.
Yeah. I'd rather have it towards you guys than away from you guys.
Also,
Because it's easier for you to see. I know what I'm seeing in my head.
so practically you're
right.
facing north.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, I see.
Just like I know what I'm seeing, like I don't need to see it. Like I can,
Sure.
visualize it.
Okay.
You wanna go with that?
Very good.
Alright. So we're gonna start down the Shadow Pass, okay? So as we start walking down the Shadow Pass, so on the outside where we were, where we're leaving from, like I said, it's 2 p.m. Like I said, there's sunlight. There wasn't a lot of trees at the entrance. Like I said, it was pretty open, the area we camped in. So like I said, it was still open. You can still see daylight. At the very end, you can still see the ocean as well. And you can still hear like birds and stuff or whatever. There were trees, but not many. Okay. The further you walk into Shadow Pass, you realize it's getting slowly dimmer, not darker, but just dimmer. and the sound is fading. And the only thing you're hearing now is just like the hoof prints.
Is there undead? I'm remembering now!
Is
there undead?
Because she can sense. She can sense.
She can sense
I can sense undead now.
So, what does Ainsley do?
Well, I mean, for right now, there's nothing to do.
Only for the fact that it's starting to get dimmer.
How far does your sense undead go, just out of curiosity's sake?
That's where you go to your cleric guide.
Like, I just want to know feet-wise. Like, because this is a long pass. It's not like, oh, it's 20 feet and around. Like, it's a long distance. So I just want to know,
Right.
if you do come across it, I want to know how far you go, you know, that kind of thing.
I getcha. I'm looking up my spells to see what level it is to casting to give you guys dark vision, just in case.
I don't know.
Rosette, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna sense? What will you feel?
Shut up.
Feel
anger. Not you this.
I know, I was like, your
Is it?
computer's talking.
I'm like, shut up.
But at the same time, I'm like, is that
I know, I'm not you this thing.
So while we wait for her to do that, Mythrax is gonna spend a sorcery point to cast dark vision twice. Give it to both Ainsley and Kenzo, so that way they are prepared at least for dark vision twice.
5th level equals 1/2, 8th equals 1.
It's gonna be on your thing there.
I can't see. Oh, undead within 60 feet.
Okay.
There we go.
That isn't behind total cover.
Yeah.
And is it passive? It's passive for you, right?
Yeah, it's a passive ability.
First level, you gain the ability to occasionally sense the presence of undead, whose existence is an
Yeah, it's a
insult
passive
to
ability.
your life cycle.
So basically, like, if she starts coming up nearby within 60 feet, she would know.
As long as they're not in total cover.
Right.
Yep.
Just making sure. So right now, nothing. Because you're at the entrance.
And then I just finished casting dark vision on both of them. It's like, just in case we run into something when it gets dimmer. So just...
Yeah, like I said, it is getting dimmer. Like I said, even with dark vision, like I said, it will help. It basically, dark vision essentially puts like sunglasses straight on you. And then, like I said, it goes so like right now, even though it's dim light, it's like seeing like with like almost like regular sunlight versus bright sunlight. And then, like I said, when we get to dark, it'll be like regular sunlight. So it's like slowly adjust.
Better to give our perception a slight advantage in that one.
Right.
Okay. I guess do you want us to roll perceptions on our sides?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Like I said, we're just traveling like Zygo. As you're traveling down like Zygo, the birds and the happy sounds of the ocean and everything is fading. Like I said, it's getting almost eerily quiet in this place.
And
like
just
the hoof prints is all you're hearing. Like maybe the creaking from the cart, but just the hoof prints.
and then I would imagine like
I said, mind you, this is like a valley, so I mean it's echoing. Like.
And I'd imagine we at one point would be able to hear our own like beats. If
Oh, I
anything,
would
if that
assume,
was
yeah, I
needed.
said, yeah.
It's like just keeping an eye off and just like I get to see Mythrax is like right now just looking, just trying to see if he spots anything, and occasionally looking back at everyone to make sure it's like I still see everyone's on the cart and we're still here, so nothing in so far.
Perception?
Guess so if you want to.
17.
Plus.
That's plus my dex.
No, there's no spot for perception.
I don't need to see your stupid little ad videos. I don't care.
Oh, damn.
Check out this
Plus
game.
3.
I don't care.
So a 20.
Okay. But I'm not a natural. Just
Not a natural.
15.
Okay.
I got a 13.
Okay. So as we're traveling deeper, you're noticing the path that you're going on. It's staying the same level, but you're noticing the stuff around you is slowly lowering. So the path is staying above, but the stuff around you is going down. So like there's like the mountains are going a little bit deeper. There's like still like jagged rocks at the edges. So your path is staying an actual path. It hasn't moved up or down. but like I said, it's becoming a very specific road.
Narrow.
Essentially, it's starting to turn into more like a bridge, if anything else.
Right, like I said, not necessarily that it's going underneath, but like I said, it's making a very specific road.
Is it just
Stay
me?
on
What,
the
like,
track.
I'm just thinking like what you say? A bridge? Yeah. Yeah. Hearing Mythrax say that, Kento would just say, I think this is a bridge to oblivion.
Stay on the path.
Mythrax just look at you. It's like, Monk, I don't think we need to know. I don't think we need to hear something like that when there's jagged rocks at the bottom below us.
Kento takes like maybe a rock, a regular rock,
Yeah, okay.
and just
Don't do it.
and then just tosses it. He just wants to hear the echo.
And you're off the back.
Yeah.
Are you throwing on a particular side or?
Yeah. Since it's dipping,
Yeah.
he throws it on like the edge.
No, but I'm saying, are you doing a left or right? Is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
On the right side.
Yeah.
Where's that side?
Okay.
No.
Where Kenzo is facing, so
Kenzo's
it's
right.
gonna be his
Oh,
right.
okay.
So it'll be yours. It'll be your side.
Okay. So
So just a little.
So are you throwing it at the road to bounce off, or are you throwing it down straight into the?
Bounce on the road.
Okay. So when he's how big of a rock, by the way?
Just about the fair size.
Like hand,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
hand size?
Yeah. Hand size.
Just so I know how much you know.
Yeah.
So it hits the side of the road. You hear it'll be like that fast.
So it's not too
Don't.
far down yet.
It's not that. I think it's getting steeper.
Don't leave the path.
Yeah, I know that. Just trying to. I'm literally just doing this.
Let Ainsley.
But like I said, go for the fact that you heard the. Yeah, it's rolling.
So that.
Okay.
Does
We keep going.
Does it echo?
Yeah, like I said, you're gonna hear it. Yeah.
Oh,
Like I said, this whole pass is like, dead silent.
yeah, and there's nothing. That's the
That's the
thing.
part.
It's dipping. We're still. If you retrospect,
Your
we're still
path
in
has
between two
inside or
mountains.
nothing. But like I said, the mountains are.
The fact is that we're still in between two mountains. We should still be seeing the mountains and the sky. But the fact is that we don't see a thing. And the freaking sides are
keep
dipping.
Going.
I know.
There's some kind of dark arcane
We're
shit
probably
happening
in the
here.
middle of it. We're probably in the middle of it. Let's just keep going. Right around the corner is Thorn Forge.
I can just imagine just like them arguing like this, and it's just echoing.
I know, and then like he's just like, fuck me, like.
Kenzo's not even arguing. Mythrax is not even.
He's just
saying
making
anything.
points.
It's just like Mythrax is just like. It's like she's yelling. He's raising his voice. So it's like. You two might want to calm down here for a moment.
It's like you guys keep yelling like this, you're gonna cause an avalanche. It's gonna make it worse. The lights dim.
Yeah.
Watch your
I guess only because he brought up a good point of that. I'm going to do an Arcana check.
Okay.
That is 17. Nope.
Nothing outright magical that you're sensing. Like I said, the terrain is weird, but it's not magical based.
Okay.
No one dead.
Not yet.
You know she's never going to give you a solid answer, right?
Well, it's not, I have to give her a heads up, but
Yeah.
like I go,
60 feet.
mind you, the pass is gonna take a full day to get through. Like this isn't like it's gonna take 2 hours and you're done. It's a long pass.
Might have to camp.
Well, we have.
We're not
journey-
camping. We're gonna get going. We're not camping.
What he means by camping is that we can stop the cart in the past and just stay on the cart.
Nope.
Sarah, we can't go a full day moving. Even most of us won't get.
Yeah,
are
because
not-
mind you, like an inch long is basically like a full day's travel.
Yeah.
Because for Archimedes' sake, I told him basically like an inch is like that was like 7 so it's like yeah.
It is going to take a full day. So.
Half.
And mind you, we started it around like 1, 2 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, we're definitely
So-
going to have to make a camp at one point.
Not in the pass. We can camp right after we get out.
Can you make it done?
Yes.
Are you sure you're even going to be?
I can hear a no in that.
Yes. Determined.
You know she's
Determined to
That's when you
yourself
tell
out out of fear.
Archimedes. That's when you tell Archimedes if we start falling asleep to fucking peck us.
Sarah, he wouldn't even have to peck us. He literally will say something's wrong and I will get it. That's why I'm not as worried. Because we have a system to keep... Me and Archimedes have a system to keep each other alert. That's why.
We don't have to camp out. We can keep walking.
I'm not saying camp out. We can literally just stop the cart while we're still
Put
on
a
the
tent
path.
We'll
in the
take
fucking...
turns sleeping on the cart.
Oh my lord.
We could take turns sleeping in the cart.
Good, yeah.
She's not gonna tell us anything.
I
So
know.
we
But
have
half, like, Ainsley's half an NPC. If she needs to contribute, she will contribute. But for right now, I'm not going to give you anything because I know what the fuck you're going to be doing, and I can't just be like, well, you're going to encounter this, so you should be prepared for this, because then that ruins all the fun.
Right.
So I'm not contributing shit. This is based on your decisions. Ainsley is your driver. She's going, if you say left, you go left. If you go right, you say right. And right now, you say stay the fuck on the path, so you stay the fuck on the path.
Yeah, we haven't changed anything.
I haven't changed anything. Like I said, so far, like I said, it's probably been about an hour walking through this path. Like I said, now that you're walking down the path, like I said, it's still getting deeper on the sides. Okay? Path, like I said, it's not gone up or down, it's the same path. But you're also noticing that the mountains themselves are getting a little bit wider away from you as it's going down.
And you said it wasn't magical, so
Nope.
this is just a natural path. This is just how it naturally is. But part that worries me is that there's no color. There's no indicator of life here.
Yeah, what is sucking the... What's sucking...
The only thing...
The light. The color. The
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that it's literally just the obsidian because, at least in
But it's
Mexico...
only on one side.
Yeah, but it's only one side. It doesn't make sense for the other half of the mountain to be like no color. That's the part I'm trying to think of.
Are there
It
clouds?
just drains the energy.
If you look up,
Yeah.
yeah, blue sky, clouds, normal, like, sky, yeah.
It's just dim right here.
But it's like, you have really steep mountains on both sides. Like, this is like a valley with a pass in between, basically.
Just keep walking.
But, yeah.
Just keep walking.
We're not even walking. We're in the carts here. We're just facing out, facing
I know.
off the sides.
I'm telling Shavas.
Avasha.
I'm telling Havasha, just keep walking. You can do it. We have faith in you. Just keep
But
walking.
yeah, just gray stone, different colors, just gray, gray, gray,
Don't kill us.
gray.
Just keep walking.
No trees, no nothing, just gray, stone, gray.
Okay, so it's just sitting
Where's
on the back
the
of the cart. His legs hanging on the edge.
Mythrax is petting Archimedes, just trying to think to like what is causing. Like I'm assuming my character is facing through there's mountains and everything. Yeah, he's probably he's contemplating like what is causing
The dimness.
not just the dimness, the lack of color, the lack of everything on this side. It can't just be because it's so...
Because mind you, the mountain range that you're facing was fully green up the whole backside of the mountain.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
And the whole valley, there's no green. Nothing. Not even like dead trees, like nothing.
Rosette goes to reach for
And-
your hand.
Just
like,
He reaches over and grabs a hold, but he's still focusing and everything because it's like...
Well, she is too.
It's like...
He's
It's not magic. It's not... We're not seeing anything other than the fact that it's getting steeper.
Like I said, it's getting steeper on the sides. Yeah. And like I said, the mountains seem to be getting further away from you. Almost like it's opening up, but it's like you can't see the end of the pass. Like it's opening, but it's not. There's no end to the pass. Like you're still going.
I guess just keep an eye out for now because I don't want to just start blindly throwing spells around and just trying to figure out something if I don't even know what it is. Yeah, I guess just wait and see what's going on.
Okay. Now's where the fun begins. Time for a choose your own adventure beginnings.
Oh boy.
All right.
I might want to turn the volume down on this.
It's
music.
perfect.
So about another hour of walking on the path. The path itself begins to start widening a little bit. And as you start looking down the path, you realize that the valley itself has opened up. Like I said, it was gradually opening. It's now opened up pretty wide. Like I said, it's going towards a turn. Okay, so it's like the curving point of the pass.
So the turns coming that way.
But it's mind you, this is probably like 300 feet across between like one mountain to one mountain.
Okay.
But like I said, the path itself is probably like 15 feet wide. So it's maybe 20 feet wide.
So our view is opening up more.
Right.
And the path's only a 15-foot going.
Right. So, but you're noticing that the path is getting wider. It's going from like 15 to like 20.
Sorry, guys.
Right or left?
Right or left?
Pass me one, like the black marker, if you can.
It is.
Okay.
So like I said, it started at like say 15 feet wide. You can draw it closer to here if you want, or like let's say closer to you is fine.
Okay.
And then it's gonna
be a
it's gonna start opening up to about like 20 to 25 feet, but going two different directions.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. So then it's just gonna open up like that, and I'm just gonna put a little V right there.
That's fine. Yeah.
Well, if we look at the map.
Well, the map's not gonna help us, Sarah. Look at how generic the map is.
One way can lead to the city.
First thing first,
to certain death.
First things first. Ainsley, you know this. You're of this nation. What can you tell us about this? Has this ever happened before?
Like that. She's like I traveled through the Shadow Pass once when I was a kid, with my dad when he was doing a trade run. She's like but I don't remember.
Was it ever like this?
She's like we came the other direction.
But it was not like this.
She came from
one of these sides.
No, she came from Stormforge this way.
Yeah.
Not the other way.
We have to make the assumption that going from Stormforge
We're going
is a different path than the Shadow Pass in there. Like,
Okay.
But you went through the Shadow Pass.
No, Sarah, it means this. Sarah, you go one way on the Shadow Pass, but then when you leave Stormforge on the Shadow Pass, it's a different path. We have to make the assumption then that that's what's happening right now. That there is two different Shadow Passes. That would make sense as to why it would call that, why the valley is opened up, because there are two different paths. They look the same, but for some reason, if you leave from Stormforge to go to where we were,
or maybe
it's
there's
different.
something else in the Shadow Pass that's in there that made their own branch for whatever reason, but we don't know what it is.
Yeah, as someone who studied magic. There is some magic that can't be detected, but that's on the assumption that a higher being is doing this to us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
it could be a temple in the middle. It could be even just like a trade route, that like to cut time, or maybe if one path gets like an avalanche, you can go around or something. You don't know what it's there for, but there's two paths now.
And in the worst case, what if it's a thieves or a assassin's guild that has a secret path? We might accidentally be stepping on a secret path that we don't even know about.
Can I roll perception?
Sure.
Obviously, you can.
You can roll whatever you like.
You can roll for frickin'.
Like I said, you can start firing missiles everywhere if you want. It's up to you.
Quite literally.
You can roll animal handling.
Right? And just be like, Vosh it this way, and just do it. And just
16.
For perception?
Mm-hmm.
Are you just doing like a general look around, or are you looking?
Kind of looking for like foot traffic, seeing if there's any more footprints one way over the other.
Okay. I won't necessarily say you see footprints, but right at the middle of where you're walking, like I said, you can tell the path is really worn. It's the rock is smoother. But both paths seem to be both evenly worn. Nothing looks like over traveled more than the other, but like I said, the middle looks almost smooth because of the amount of traffic that's been over it.
So that doesn't really help us then, because either way, it's gonna be a different pass.
Obviously, the middle is really well used, but it's about the same looking on both sides. You do notice with the 17, the path to the right curves to the right and seems to be going. Like I said, you can just write the direction. It keeps going to the right.
That's left.
Facing
that's right.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
It keeps going to the right, and then it starts to look like it slopes down because you don't see the end of it.
Okay, so
The path to the left
down.
is sloping to the left, but seems to be straight. It's just you can't. It makes a sharp turn at the last second, and you can't see it, where it goes. but it stays
Sharp.
level. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I gotcha. Sharp level.
Like there's like a mountain. Assume there's like a mountainous, rocky thing in the middle. That's why it's splitting around it. And like I said, one just juts right around the mountain. The other one, you can see it. The path is still going, but you can't see the end because it's going down a little bit.
Only because we have a cart and we have a lot of items, it would make sense to go towards the left because it's leveled. If we go down, we risk like the cart fall, like pushing down too much. That's just my 2 cents about it. We can still take the downward slope, but
I say
told you
sharp
cold.
level.
I know.
I'm stealing your heat.
okay. Kenzo, what do you think?
And for the record, Avasha is a draft horse. And the amount of stuff that we're carrying, because half the shit is in bags of holding, she's more than capable of like pulling this and like stopping it if need be. So like I said, don't worry about it like overwhelming her. Like I said, because she's a draft horse, she's more than comfortable with what she has. So
Then under the assumption of what she
Just
did, so it's
throw
one
it out
vote. I'm guessing you are voting to go left.
and I'm not voting because then we can break a tie.
I know.
So like just for the record.
You vote to go left. That's what that coin flip was about.
I mean, technically the coin flip was right. I just followed a sense of thinking left. But
Okay, I'm just
Either
gonna assume
one.
left then. Then Kenzo.
Wait,
do you
both
think?
of you are voting left?
Me, I say it's better to go to the left just because it's keeping Abel. But now that she brought that info right there, it's like
Like,
we risk going down.
It's going down, but it's
Honestly,
not like a drop
I don't
off.
care
Like it's
either
just
way.
like you can see the road is just kind of going like this. It's not like a drop off. Like
oh, okay.
it's just like it's gradually going down.
Down into the shadow pass or stay above it at this point.
Well, is
Well,
this?
staying level, not necessarily.
I was gonna say, is this still the shadow pass?
All of it's
the
the shadow
whole
pass.
area you're in right now is a shadow pass.
Yeah. So
And with your 17, for the record, there's no signs pointing anything or like that kind of thing. It's like
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
are there any signs?
because I'm like with your 17, you would have noticed if there's no signs or nothing.
And there's probably no possible way of knowing what way it leads to.
at this point, because if what Ainsley said is true,
Actually, Kenzo, you roll perception.
Oh yeah, 'cause
16
he's a
what?
shadow.
16, 21.
He's in the League of Shadows.
On the left-hand side, on some of the rocks, you see a couple etchings.
Edgings?
Yeah, like etchings. They're not any symbols you recognize, but like I said, they're at least like they're similar to symbols that you would see for like for being a member of the Shadows, but it's not any ones you recognize.
Okay, so Kenzo.
Like obviously, I know you're facing backwards, but
Yeah.
by now we're stopped long enough you can look around.
Stops and looks over.
I forgot about that. I was like, oh yeah, he's a Shadow.
Then he puts his
Just
hands
looking that
over,
way.
feeling the edgings.
Yeah, like I said, like you can tell they're like they were like once runes of something or like symbols or something.
Inscriptions, yeah.
But it's worn. Like I mean, they're barely visible, but you can tell at least they were man-made. They're not naturally occurring.
So they're
scratches.
either warnings or they're.
Yeah, that's when
But it's like that you
That's-
can't make out what symbols they
You
are.
and
Just
I
that.
just, like,
I
trying
said,
to, like,
you know they're man-made, but you
figure
can't make
out
out what they
which
were.
Yeah, Kenzo just says like, hey guys, get over here.
huh?
What's that?
What do you see? I'm gonna just assume that
And
Ainsley's like,
everyone has night vision so they can see.
Mhm.
like
But
But it's definitely man-made. It's not.
looks at it
this
like
looks like an inscription from
I don't think I can read this.
My shadow monks. The shadow monks. It's a shadow monks inscription.
Oh boy.
I can't make it out. I'm not taught in this way.
But I mean, even if you were, it's
Is it-
very worn.
Yeah, it's
it would be
very worn.
really hard to
I was
tell.
gonna say, is it anything that
Is it a sign? Is it,
Mythrax or Rosette could read?
can you?
Probably
Oh,
not
read.
because
Celestial, draconic, elfish.
No.
yeah, no.
Come.
This is more like almost like their unique version of Thieves' Cant.
Yeah.
Like
Essentially, Thieves' Cant is a made up language that only rogues will learn. It doesn't matter the race; only rogues will know. In
So
this case,
I think we should go right.
Ancient shadow monks shit.
yeah.
I think we should go right.
you mean away from there?
Yes. It could be a warning.
Kenzo walks over to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else?
Just left side.
Why were they so concerned about that side? Why did they want? Why was that side inscripted and not this one?
Because it could be a warning.
Hold on. Call over Archimedes. It's like, Archimedes, don't go flying off. Go up and take a look. And let's take a look.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have Archimedes like fly straight up,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna see what he sees through. So, perception.
I'm trying to see
19.
where the paths go.
Mm-hmm.
So, the right one you're gonna see, continues going, like, runs and makes that sharp turn around the
right one.
big rocky, the right one. That's right. I'm missing my right and left.
It's all good.
The right one's gonna keep going down a little bit. You're gonna notice it just kind of like slowly gets like darker looking from where he's seeing, but it looks like it still goes off to the right, but he can't see the end of it either because, like I said, it's the giant mountains are here. Like I said, it's making it's hard to see even for him for the height that he is to get that.
Even then, it's like at least a little bit of prep
It
right
keeps
there.
going, like it keeps going to the right, but like I said, it still looks like it keeps going down from what he can see.
Okay.
The other one, once it makes that sharp turn around the rock, it kind of like winds back and it gets a windy path. But like you can't see the end of it either. But it keeps going to the left.
Alright, so Mythrax is just looking, eyes are glowing or so because he's trying to see it. Archimedes flies back down. That didn't help out as much. He starts explaining what he saw through there, unless I send Archimedes out.
Because like I said, mind you have like probably like 8 more hours traveled through here.
Yeah, if I send Archimedes out, we can look to see what's ahead of the paths, but again, that would take more time.
Yeah.
But we do know that if we go this way, it's just going to be a little bit more of a winding path. This one's more sharper, but in the darker part.
We have dark vision, so it gives us a little bit of assistance with that. I feel more like doing the right path.
But wait. If what you say is true and that is a warning, they would take the shadow, they would take the right towards the shadows because they can hide in the shadows.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying is if it's a warning, they would go the other way. Why would there be writing there if it wasn't a warning?
Unless it's telling you
To go this way.
just take this way, don't take the right path. I don't know what it says. I'm not saying they could have written that.
You do know what it says, though. That's the problem.
But I'm saying it could say that like only take the left, don't go the right. I mean, they could have literally written that. I don't. Right now, we don't know what it says. But like, they could have written that. But
I can trust your
said
gut
this
about
way.
this.
like I said, it's
He's gonna trust my gut and we're all gonna die.
This is a choose your own adventure.
I
game,
hate
so-
this fucking part. God damn it.
You know the best part is there's like 3 more choices for regardless of path you take. That's
Oh
the
my
best
gosh.
The shadow pass was never gonna be easy. I didn't make a fucking shadow pass and just have you walk through it and it's fine.
Yeah.
The whole fucking point is that it's like dun dun dun. The shadow pass.
You keeps going dun 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 and the lights keep changing.
It's atmospheric effect.
Do you have more water or do I just use the tap?
There's one more.
One more?
Yeah.
Is that okay if I use your last one?
They just grabbed. That's their second one. Was there only
Yeah.
2?
No, I mean there's more in there. There's more bottles down, but there's one more I think left in the.
Oh, I grabbed that one already for her.
Oh.
Yeah.
There were 2 in the fridge.
Yeah. So then those are the only 2.
Okay. That's okay. I'm just really thirsty tonight.
Oh, no worries. That's what they're there for.
Well, you
Do you
know.
want me to add some more in the fridge?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
What you thinking?
Well, if I were to think, if the Shadow Monks wrote this inscription here for this path, I might vaguely think they've done something to this path. There might be some shadow monk. There might be something that involves them down this path.
Well, either way, we can't stay. But we can't stay here, and we can't go the long way around.
And I know no one wants to go darker or deep. You knocked your head on the counter, did you?
Yeah, well, don't do that. It's bad. Don't do that.
Go in the corner.
That was stone. It really hurt.
I know, but I've done it myself. It's not fun.
But all right, if what you
let's
say,
I've done the same thing.
if that's the case, I'm at least willing to try trusting going to the left. Then stay in the light for now.
You're
Now they're thinking stay in the light.
So long as we stick together.
It's like, God damn it.
Because I don't know if we should go any darker.
So 2 votes. I'm just
This
gonna
could
make
be
it.
one of those it's gonna get darker before it gets later situation.
Yeah. So yeah, hey, darker it gets, and then gets brighter. Yeah, but
And we are getting closer towards nighttime. So do we really want to be in the more darker parts when it's at night on the shadow
yeah,
paths?
for all we know, it could be pitch black in there.
And to the point where even our dark vision would be
Yeah, it would be
useless.
so dim that even like our dark vision will be half effective.
So,
And I don't know if I want to.
I told you, I'm not voting, so it's not
I
looking
know.
at me.
so it's 2 votes left. Do you want to still go to the right?
I'll go left.
Go left. I guess then we're taking the left.
Okay.
There should be a eraser over there.
is. You missed it! You failed! That was your Shadow Bug challenge for the day. You failed.
Damn.
No, it's okay. Alright, so we're going
We all died.
Right?
Yep, took the left.
Alright, so we're going to the left.
Do I even do that? Or?
Yeah, you can do it.
with the eraser.
Yeah. It'll dry.
It's not doing anything.
There we go.
I did something.
Alright.
Alright.
So we're going to the left. Alright, so going to the left, basically there's like this giant jutting jaggedy rock thingies in the middle that split the path. You're going around it, and then as you start to go around it, it goes like right behind that, and then it curves back, and then you notice the path just keeps kind of winding in and out. The path that you're now on is kind of like split down the middle. There's like mountains that are starting to grow up taller in the middle that keeps that path divided. And then so now this like new valley-ish area is like 150-ish feet wide. Still like kind of dipped on the sides. And your path is still above the ground, just kind of winding.
Okay.
About like 20-ish feet wide. So it's not like narrow or anything. It's
So we have room to room to move then.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
Oops, sorry.
No one dead yet.
Not
So that's progress.
At the very
Right.
least. Just because I'm gonna roll an Arcana check just to be sure. That is a 24.
Nothing in the immediate area, no. No, not magically. No.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun.
13 for perception.
Okay. So you're noticing it's the same kind of like rocky structures as before. You're not seeing as much obsidian anymore. So it looks like it kind of cut through more of the Thurdo Mountains.
Okay. So.
You're more on, like I said, you're more on the other side, but like I said, both sides look to be the same type of rock, so that same type. So you're not necessarily that.
Okay.
You're in a new path. It's just it found a way through those mountains.
Okay.
In like 10 minutes,
So
I'll switch it.
so we're going through the.
And that
I mean,
way
you're
we
still in the
save
shadow
battery.
path, like you're still in the main area.
Yeah, yeah.
But it found a path.
It's just we're going
Right.
through like a very, very, very little chip corner of
Right.
the Thunder Mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I did my Arcana check. I'll just roll one more time for
Yeah,
perception.
so I guess this would like Kenta will mention about, like the other rocks don't look the same. I think we're
17.
in one of the mountains.
Just looking on the That's going to be the right side, the left side of the cart.
You don't really notice much different. It's been the same type of mountains the whole way that you've been going.
So it's still gray, loss of color, and everything else.
I'm the one that's on the opposite side of that, so 15.
Yeah, along with Kenzo, you notice, so you no longer see any obsidian or anything. It's the same type of rock on both sides now. That it's more of the more natural stone kind of stuff.
Okay.
So like I said, now it's more like you found like a small path through the Thurdo Mountains that it cut like an extra little part around why it's been cut out, and it's so windy you don't know yet. But like I said, it could have been like an extra path because like I said, like another one could have had an avalanche at some point. Maybe it's a trade route, you don't know. But like so right now you're just kind of winding, but it looks like you're more through that half of the mountain range.
Okay.
So we just keep going.
At this point, right? Let's see.
Wait, what you got there?
Oh, I was gonna mark it wrong.
No.
I was gonna mark it wrong. I'm just marking a temporary path because I know we're gonna make another decision soon. So I'm just gonna make dots as if like this was the path.
Yeah, they're kind of windy back and forth and back and forth.
Okay. I guess.
Okay.
Wait until the next.
Right. So about another hour's worth of travel. Like I said, you probably winding back and forth probably like 6 times by now. Like I said, same path, but like just this way, then this way, then this way.
Mythrax probably would be like, I spy with something gray.
The road?
A rock. And it's like yeah, and again. It's like
yeah, again. Trying to sarcastically deal with this boredom of like, so far it's like,
be on your toes, guys.
So after like I said, about the 6th kind of windy of like an hour of just oh my god, this is so boring. Of you're kind of winding, and now you realize as it comes around the last bend, you notice that the path goes really straight, like very straight. Probably at least you get from where you're standing, you can see probably at least 150 feet in front of you, like all the way straight.
Okay.
And you notice the mountains in the back. Actually, go ahead and roll perception first before I just start giving away all shit.
Got it. 19 for me. I'm on the left.
21 for me.
He's behind.
13.
On the right.
Okay. So the mountains, you're not gonna really see much of the mountains in front, unless you're purposely looking front. If you want to be looking front or not.
Yeah, he looks around.
Just because, like I said, like hey, like it's changing. You can look front.
Yeah.
Okay, so the two of you would probably see it. The mountains in the front, you would see only this side, obviously, because that's where you're sitting. But he would probably see like the other side just because he's looking over his shoulder. The mountains in front, they're like so. Now that when you look up, you can't see the top of the mountains. Like you can see sky, but you can't see like the top anymore.
They just fade?
They just fade into like clouds.
Because they're that big.
Because they're that tall. Like this is the steepest part kind of thing.
But you said earlier there wasn't any clouds.
Fucking hell.
Mythrax looks up and he's like, "Hey, Rose, you said earlier it was a clear sky, right?"
Yeah, a couple of clouds.
Would
Why?
you look up?
Fuck.
And it's like, well, they are really high mountains. Sometimes they get like rain or snow, like aside from the valley, because they have like their
Yeah,
own,
but we've been level this whole time.
But the mountains themselves have gotten higher. Is what I'm trying to, like. You're going towards the middle of the pass, but the mountain range has gotten taller from where you are.
Okay.
Okay.
Think about when we were in Guadalajara.
There's kind of like a foggy mist at the top, like kind of like clouds. Like it's like little
You
light
think
clouds.
it's another dragon?
No. I don't think it's a dragon. I got something else in mind, but I don't know if I should say it. So I'm just gonna be like,
not yet.
It's like it's very way up. Like I said, it's not like it's probably right about now. We're probably around like 4 or 5 p.m. So like I said, well, it's still daylight. Like I said, you can see beyond the fog. Like it's not like
So
pitch
we
black
have
or
like
anything.
2-3 hours to go.
or so.
Before dark. Yeah.
Yep.
2-3 hours. You said it was
So, cloud.
8-hour travel.
I was at the very top, like so you just can't see like it's not like it's like 20 feet above you. Like I mean like
On top.
like you're looking up. It's probably like they're probably like
Peaks.
400 feet, and you can't see the top 50. Like I mean it's really high up. Like and that's on both sides.
What color are the clouds?
It's just like white, just fog.
white, okay.
Yeah, like just like white fog.
Because I was thinking
could
like
just
dark and
make-
red.
No, like I
Clouds.
said, this isn't like demonic shit. This is just like the clouds are like gathering at the top, like actual clouds, not like
Wonderful cloud.
Death Mountain Zelda clouds. Like I mean actual clouds. Like
That's a
and then the path goes completely straight for the first time in like I said over an hour, like 150 feet in front of you, and then you notice it's right after the mountains at the end. There's like some mountains that come down. It looks like it almost was supposed to be like a man-made pillar bridge thing, like that goes over like I don't know how to describe it, but like the Arc de Triomphe kind of thing, like where like it would be like an archway over it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it's crumbled. It's all broken.
So
So like it looks like it's like I said, like 150 feet in front of you. Like it looks like it should have been
a bridge.
like it should have been like an archway, like leading to something, and then like it's all crumbled and broken. Like one side's no more than 30 feet,
This
the
is
other side's
only
like 16.
60.
Like it's crumbled, but you can see like
That's why I'm
carved
doing
stuff
it
that was
like this.
broken. That was part of it. That's on the ground.
a little. Is it like a reference to
Archway.
like the Solomon's Temple in
Not quite that big.
not that.
No.
Because I was thinking about like.
I know what you're talking about with the Arc de Triomphe.
So it's like 25 feet in width or 15 feet in width.
She's drawing. Might wanna.
Yeah, I know. I'll show him.
Music is perfect.
Look at the landscape. Broken. So it's like
that's
Yeah, that's pretty perfect.
that's Deadwind Pass.
Is it a happy place?
Yeah. Where was that? Where was that again? The Shadowlands?
No, this is in Duskwood.
Oh.
Or off of Duskwood.
Oh, okay. You guys don't know what that is, do you?
I know a bit. I may have never played WoW, but I've at least tried to keep up with as much of the lore, land, and locations. I mean, after all, I was still surprised when she brought up the trolls that have the Aztec aesthetics. I was like, now I have something else I need to look into now. So it's like, I need to know the story of these. So if I ever do play WoW, I can go in as a troll for the Horde.
Plus they're Jamaican.
And they turn into dinosaurs.
Okay. So this is what we're
I
seeing.
might need you to take a look at something.
Very crudely,
Yeah.
but yes.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So these are the pillars that are broken. That look like an archway.
Yeah, over towards 150 feet away from us. Like,
And this
right
path
here.
has been winding back and forth for like over an hour, and now it's completely straight towards these pillars.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm like, I need
Something.
something. Paper. Paper.
Mache! Okay. I guess when we get close to it, we can take a look at the pillars, see if there's a clue or something left behind.
Yeah, once we get close.
Okay.
So we'll just keep going, but
So-
cautiously.
Very cautiously. As you guys are walking, roll perception checks for me, please.
Again.
Yes, again. Ooh.
16.
20 unnatural.
That is 13.
Okay, so Rosette's gonna notice this really well. As you're walking across this is a bridge.
A bridge.
This is a bridge. So after the first 10 feet that you started walking, this is now a bridge. Underneath you, there's a giant chasm. I mean, 300-ish feet down.
Guys, it's a bridge. Stay on the path. It is deep.
I mean, like I said, she can see it on her side, but it's on both sides. Like the bridge goes, like I mean,
It
300-foot crack.
It
I know
is
it's
deep.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay, because everyone was everyone
up at
else was all
right.
looking up, and then you mentioned.
It's a bridge.
Guys,
It's deep.
It's a bridge. It's
What?
deep.
Oh!
It's fucking.
Like I mean, it's probably
look
like
down.
the actual length of the crack is probably about like 100 feet. So like it's just like a big kind of like crater, and they just built like a man-made stone bridge over it. Essentially, it's not made out of bricks. It's like they carved a bridge out of rock.
Okay.
So it's sturdy.
Yeah, it's sturdy, but like
Ooh.
Yeah, Ken. So like his legs are hanging off the end of the car, but as soon as he saw that, he just brought him back.
Yeah.
And the
Like
Mythrax is just like this, and he's like, what? Oh! It's like, oh!
Archimedes.
Archimedes is looking at him like, are you okay?
It's like, it's like, yeah, buddy.
Because he senses
yeah.
your fear.
It's like, yeah, buddy, I'm okay.
Like, are you a fraidy cat? I'm half cat. I'm the one that's supposed to be afraid.
You can fly, cat. Don't bud.
right?
You can fly.
And cats can land on their feet. So hey, what are you worried about?
Right?
We have at least 3 other beings on here that can't fly.
Yes.
Looks
Izzy's
over at
just like-
Rosette.
All right, so let's
You
keep
can fly
going.
for a little bit. My wings just aren't that strong yet.
Oh boy. So that's what we see.
Kenzo is just like kind of curious, and then he just takes another rock, another, and just.
And it's you just hear. Like it's light, like it echoes, but it's
Yeah,
still,
like it's so quiet that like you can hear it, but
Like,
it's very
it's like-
faint.
right.
Monk,
That's pretty deep.
Monk, I just heard that. That is not something pleasant.
Is that like it's like a bit like 300 feet.
the path.
Stay on target.
While you're saying on that,
You're too close.
Stay on target.
while you say that, Mythrax starts going through his packets. It's like, do I have the components for a flying spell? Just in case. Oh my lord.
You guys want to go this way.
Well, look on the bright side. If anything happens, we're effectively paced. Quick, it'll be quick.
I do have the components for a fly spell, so we are at least decent for flying spells.
Oh.
So it's like, whoa.
Think of the happiest things.
It's the same as having
Think of Batman pooping snakes.
Okay, copyright for 2 different things.
You gotta pull it up now.
Oh lord.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord, we're gonna hear this. Sarah. Oh my god, Sarah, even look! Just you have to play that back. You have to play that back. Because it's the original audio. I will never be able to not look at it anymore.
There we go. Come. Dungeon. Yes, I know. Scary. Ooh. Ooh. Fine. You can be that way. YouTube, you suck.
I will never be able to look at that song ever again.
As soon as I heard that, I'm like, it's ruined. Because it's that face. That's what fucking sold it to me.
Oh my
Did
lord.
you take your medicine?
No, that's what the alarm was for.
Okay, so that means we will still do. Wait, do you still want to do Deadwind, or do you want to do that dungeon music?
Gotta borrow your water.
Deadwood is fine.
Oh wait. No. This button. Play all.
Thank you. There we go.
By the way, the actual lyric is "Take the path that moonbeams make."
Yeah, they did not think that through.
No. And it said, "Take the path that moonbeams make. If the moon is still awake, you'll see him wink his eye." That's the whole yeah. But no one ever hears that anymore.
Think of Batman.
Yeah, take the path the moonbeams make. While the moon is still awake, you'll see him blink his eye. Yep.
Think of Batman pooping snakes. And then he just zooms up. And,
Like disturbed out of his mind. Like, what? When was this written in the New 52?
Oh no, this is the turn of the century.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, at least we kind of lightened up the mood here.
Right. Are we closer to the arch?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're at the arch right now.
At the arch, so I'm just gonna draw like
Like I said, the bridge is completely sturdy.
solid rock.
They're probably,
And
yeah, so they're probably like between 5 and 10 feet.
Like rubble.
Yeah, broken pieces. Like, there's enough broken pieces you can tell it was meant to be an arch, not just like 2 columns
okay.
that just fell apart. Like you can tell it was meant to be a cross at some point, because you can see a piece that looks like it should be like a center stone for the arch. But like I go, it fell on the side of the road by now. But like I go, like between all the pieces, you can tell it should have been an arch.
But it's still like we still have the whole crater thing underneath us to worry about.
No, but it's not in the road.
Like it's moved on.
It's on the side of the road.
On
Yeah.
the side of the. Oh, so it's on the side.
Like all the rubble and crap is off the road. But like I said, you can like you're basically the point was your bridge is over. It's back to level ground. So you're back on the same flat surface again. And like I said, you can see the pieces of the arch on the side of the road. It's now level with the path again.
Okay.
Okay.
So we just keep going.
Well, do we want to look to see if there's something written on the arch?
I'm curious about if there's anything
Yeah,
written
I
on
guess
the arch.
a perception check to see if there's any writing.
17. 17 for me.
Batman. 24.
Okay. So looking through them, you can see a bunch of different carvings. They're very well faded. Like it's definitely like you can tell it was man-made. It was hand carved, but what they used to be, it's really hard to tell. Like you can tell there was some kind of scroll work or something like intricate, but the actual picture of it, it's so worn on edges. Like it's hard to tell what it should have been. Like you can't tell whether it was like an animal face or if it was something else. Like it's rubbed off too much. And there's so many pieces, it's hard to tell. Like I said, you do know it is man-made. It's not like a naturally occurring arch. It's definitely man-made.
This may have been the most taken path before, like just destroyed.
The strange thing is, this wasn't destroyed by time.
It doesn't look like it.
It looked like it was just knocked out or shook off.
With a 24, you can tell there's a lot of dust on everything, like on top, like it has not been touched for a long time.
Other than us now, like trying to.
There was just
And now
insane amount of dust.
And now we're in a path that no one has traveled for a while.
No one's been here for a long.
So with a 24, you definitely notice that.
This has been a forgotten path for a long time.
Well, we're disrupting it.
Well, we could turn back if you guys really want to. Otherwise, we can just keep going down
We're
this path.
already this far.
Yeah. We don't want to go back down that line.
Right.
Especially when it's almost dark.
Well,
At a point. There.
As much as I'd like to go back.
We go back on the cart and then
Alright, fine.
and just continue forward, I guess. Okay.
So nothing on the
We're still over the giant chasm.
No, you're back on level ground now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the bridge is gone. You passed the bridge, it's gone. Like I said, the actual ground on the side of it, like it's not big divots anymore. You're level with the ground.
So that means there's no more.
Right, there's no more actual other than like an actually worn trail, there's no path. You know what I mean?
Like, okay, well that's good.
But yeah, like, those markings were just for our temporary paths. It wasn't just for something solid. That's why I kept them on there.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
Speak your mind!
Yes.
I do have that shield that catches arrows still, right?
Yeah, you still have it.
Okay. Because I didn't have it written down in my weapons, but it's in my notes. So
Yeah.
I'm like, wait.
Yeah, it's the one on your back.
Yeah, so it just catches the weapons and it adds a 1 AC.
It only catches it if you have it out wielding it. If it's just sitting under, like if it's sitting on your back and someone hits your back, it can catch it.
Yeah.
But it can't like if someone fires your front, it's not gonna magically flip to the back.
Right.
You know what I mean? That kind
Yeah.
of. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But if someone aims the arrow at your back, it'll catch it. But if it, like I said, if you have it out with your sword,
The only way that
Okay.
it'll, like, either I can take it out with my sword, take it out if I'm not using my bow, or someone tries to
Or
hit
use it
me,
with
I
a
can
dagger
like
or
flip
something.
around really quick or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. We're still going straight on the
Still going
path.
straight, yeah.
Okay.
So as you start going straight down this path, like probably about another 50 feet, you see another set of like archways. This one isn't as broken, but it's still broken down. It's a little bit taller on each side. Still broken pieces, still falling. Like I said, you can see the cornerstone and stuff. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty much the same as you saw before, but less broken and less worn.
So yeah.
That doesn't make any sense though.
It's yeah.
Unless
We started-
people just didn't want to disturb the ground over there.
But then why with all the dust back there?
There's no dust in this?
There's dust, but not as much.
I don't know. We're not gonna figure it out like this. Keep walking.
Kenzo's just trying to really.
We're not gonna figure it out like this. We just keep walking and hope we don't die.
Or are you saying you hope you don't die?
Yes.
Tell you what, take
She's
a
like,
nap.
quite frankly, I don't care if you die. I can bring you back. I care if I die.
Exactly.
Why don't you go take a nap in the car?
Why? So you guys can all die around me and me be upset that I couldn't do anything this time like the
Yes.
last time? Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yes, we will definitely most likely die when you nap.
You know what? Fuck you, man. I'm trying to protect you here.
I look over at Ains and it's like, what the fuck?
Kenzo's just like smirking because he's just loving it.
You have no
We
idea
just
how
love-
much anxiety I have, making sure that all of you stay alive, much less myself.
I think they're just hungry.
I think they're just hungry also.
Kenzo's
We're
fine.
on a little hangry here, you know?
She's angry. Kenzo's fine.
I am gonna do at least a quick perception check to see if I notice any type of writing for him. That is 18.
Like I said, you see like scroll work and not work and that kind of thing, like on the pillars. No like runes or anything like that. Yeah, that's about all you see.
Okay. Nothing over here, monk, so.
Yeah, there's nothing. I'm confused.
So far. And then.
And as the car gets going, Kenzo just comes out and says, "Hey, Rosette, want a granola bar?"
Give it.
I got Elven crackers still from the other place.
I got elven mead too.
I don't think the elven meat's a good idea right now.
Alright, and so about another say half hour worth of travel down this path, you keep seeing random broken pillars, different heights, different things. The closer you're getting, like, well, not to say the closer, the further you're getting in this half hour, the less worn they're looking, even though they're broken. Okay? At the end of the half hour, you notice on the side of the mountain on this side, there's like a carved in entrance to what looks like could be like a stone temple.
We're gonna die.
A carved in stone temple.
Like, yeah, like
We're
carved
gonna
into the
die.
mountainside.
So I see it because I'm facing that way. I just look over. It's like, Mom, guys, you might want to look over this way and just see
Kenzo
this.
just turns and just sees the temple.
It's like a carved in temple. It's like, what?
Like, let me see.
Yeah, 20. Well, Kenzo, is it a temple that you'd recognize?
This is because I know for a fact Mythrax wouldn't know what type of temple that is. It's like it's definitely not a place for a magic user. At least not
not
my
an arcane temple. It's a man-made.
Let me pull this up.
I carve.
I still can't sense undead. Right?
I would tell you.
I got
some kind of courting thing.
no.
I'm trying to find.
It's a meanie, isn't it?
I don't want to say it out loud, but it's just.
What?
exactly right, because every time that we've come across something, you have guessed it or seen it. Is it something from the D&D game that you showed me?
Not in the most recent. That's the thing.
Maybe we can find you.
Nothing
one of those,
recent. Nothing
Yeah,
recent.
your sketch pad, your sketchbook, with that paper and those special sketch pencils. Want to use those? Or are you okay with this? Or are you okay with this?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Can I help you?
You're just looking at me like, what?
See if I can catch it in the brim of his hat.
Hole in one.
Okay. I guess I drink a lot of water when I'm nervous. That or I just have really high blood sugar, which would make sense since we had a candy bar in the car on the way here. I was like, it's my cheat day, I can have one thing.
Like it's against the mountainside, like the door is flushed about like the pillars are flush with the mountain, but they're carved out of the mountainside.
Sarah, you might want to look at this.
I know. Do you mind if I have one of these?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. Because the other one's way too syrupy.
That's okay. Hey,
I'll take that one.
that's fine.
I just shook it.
That's okay.
I'll take that one.
Because I was trying to look for a picture, but I can't find what I'm looking for. Like, mind you, this is flush. Like, it's not jutting out. It's flush.
Oh, there we go. That's what it looks like.
And
That's
then
yours.
it's on
I know,
the,
just toss it out of the way.
and then it's on the left side.
And that's a door.
The door. And the door is probably about, 50 feet tall.
Shit. It is what you think it is, isn't
yeah,
it?
it is what I think it is. I don't want to say it though. Oh.
Well, you have to play by character,
Like,
right?
the
So you have to
actual
roll history.
Height of like the whole temple door thingy is probably like 250-ish feet. But the actual doorway is like,
Do you have to roll history, or can he just say it?
either.
Mythrax just looks at it, and now that we know the measurement, like the rough measurements, I'm like, yeah.
And it's just, I mean, if he innately knows it as a character, he doesn't have to roll to guess if he knows it. I mean, if he knows it, he knows it.
Only because he's probably studied it before.
Right.
It's like, guys, only because I'm noticing the clouds, and this is a mountain. I got a really bad feeling we're dealing with either a mountain or a storm giant.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, think about it. That big of a doorway, broken arches, suddenly clouds covering the peaks of these mountains in a gray area with no life. It has to be.
Storm giant?
Yeah, storm giants control and deal mostly with weather. However, we are on a mountain, so it could be a mountain giant, or
Or it could just be like, a sorceress group with like wanting to
Protect.
no, like show off how big their dicks are.
Yeah,
Kind of thing.
basically.
Basically, like, we're
Hey, guys, look what I can
eyeballs
do.
and ceilings, and I'm fucking up.
Look what I can do.
We're in a big space right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not. You're still about right now. It's probably about 40 feet. It just opened up a little bit. There's still a path going around. Kind of thing. But like I said, the temple it's flush against mountainside. But like I said, you're about
And it's 50 feet.
yeah, the
tall.
door is 50 feet. The actual top of that temple thing is like 250.
like I said, if the door itself is that big,
But like I said, it could just be.
it could just be like, again, what she said, someone just showing off their wealth and power for building a castle, for building whatever the hell they build in the side of a mountain. But in most cases, it involves giants or their, I don't know what the playable race is, but it's basically another player character race that are descendants of giants. So they're naturally at minimum 7 foot to as high as 9 foot tall. So a 50-foot door like that, that's like status.
That's toddler.
So the question is, should I roll a bag of tricks? Which I accidentally just rolled and got an 8, so who knows what I'll get this time.
That-
But
I mean, we haven't started a fight. We haven't seen anything. So it's up to
If you
you.
want to roll one, that's up
But
to
the
you.
thing is if it's a giant, we can be stealthy. But if I roll like a giant elk, we can't really be stealthy. He'll know we're there.
Well then,
Well, that's
then don't
or
roll
you
that.
could just keep walking and hope it doesn't see you. Like I said, you
Okay.
just see a door at this point. You don't see
Right.
people. You don't see anything else. You just see a door.
Not to mention, our past has shown that most of the stone pillars are still decrepit, even though now they're getting better. That means we're still not anywhere near anything that can see us.
Okay.
I know, it's
Okay,
just,
okay.
that's...
Okay.
Just looking at that and mentioning is like, Mythrax is like, I'm still kind of curious to maybe talk to a storm giant about their magic, but
Can you negotiate with one?
depending on if they're good, yes. But I guess storm giants and everything can be either alignment. That's the
I
thing.
would not think he's nice if he lives in an area like this.
I like
Or he just doesn't want anyone to be
My
there.
fantasy name site updated their Dungeons and Dragons one to include names for dragon types.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that's fun. Not that I'm using a dragon, but I was just like, it updated.
Now when it gets to like
Now the next dragon we kill, we can have a name for it.
Oh shit.
Yay!
You better
Don't
sleep
use
with
it
him,
with the
Mythrax.
straw. Don't drink these with the straw.
Crap, how do you pronounce these?
I guess we'll wait until the next thing we see, because I'm pretty sure no one here wants to go exploring into that cave.
No one wants to go into the pretty cave or the pretty temple?
I didn't say we were
You
going
might
to.
find something pretty.
Something shiny we can sell.
I know we got dragon stuff, but there's more.
And I did cast preserve on all of the stuff, so all of it is fresh. So we'll never have to worry about
And
it.
I have a funny feeling that maybe something with the Shadow Monks have to do with it, because if you look at how the temple looks, it does have a slight,
Shadow monkey.
Oh God.
a sort of monk architecture to it.
And mind you, his training area that he was in had really high ceilings.
And it could be a Shadow Monk's place. That means allies.
So when you
I don't know.
flipped the coin, was it based off of one of them?
So do you really think she's gonna tell you? She won't tell
I
you.
flipped the
until-
coin on what we were going to do today.
I vote that she was.
Basically, it was a choose your own adventure, but I had an option for two things you could fight at the end of the adventure. One was harder, one was easier, and we flipped a coin. So we'll find out.
I'm gonna be so mad at you.
Don't look at
It's
me.
your coin.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, at the end, like I go, you're still choosing what you're occurring on the path, and like I said, this can still change. But the end of it was we can fight two things, and which are we doing? And
Okay.
yeah, that has
He
nothing
wants
to
to
go.
go. Kenzo wants to go see what this temple's about. I hate that I'm curious as hell about it too, but I want to see it too. However, I'm going to remain neutral and just say I'm just going to cast my vote out. I'm not saying we don't go explore, but I'm also not saying we continue on the path. That's where my vote is.
You can erase the dots, and like you said, it's like 50 feet wide. So I said this is like a not necessarily a circle, but just like an open space.
Yeah. So it's,
Yeah,
Okay.
because the path continues. But there's-
yeah. Like I said, it's just flush. Yeah, yeah. It's just open or.
Well, Rosette's true neutral. That's why she doesn't really give her opinion most of the time, because she doesn't really care either way.
Well, you would at least have to care whether you want to do something or not.
Well, she just looks at something kind of logically and goes, okay, well, this is what this opinion is. But ultimately, I'd rather just go with the group so that you're not the first one to be picked off. So,
And Ainsley is an NPC right now, so it's like,
she does whatever the fuck she wants.
Because
to
Ace is
do.
like, open the door, and she knows you're gonna die. That's a bad thing. And if she's like, open the door, and she knows they're not that, she can't tell you one way or another, so. Because she knows it's there. She's not supposed to, but she knows it's there. Because I know it's there.
The only thing I'm worried about with going near that door is that if something magical happens and we get displaced, that's going to be a problem
I
trying to figure
mean,
it out.
Ainsley could also be rolling luck or perception at this time where she can maybe look and see from your perspective as showing
If there was something
someone else.
important that you should have known, I would have told you. I'll say that. Like if there's like a giant, do not fucking enter in Elvish, and she's one of the few people that does know that, she would tell you.
Okay.
But like I said, right now,
Let's at least go look at the front of the door and see
Quietly.
and see what we see on the front of the door, at the least.
okay.
At the least.
Alright, Rosette, you stay on the guard. Kenso just walks over.
I'll just
I'll walk right behind you. At least that way, if anything happens, we can thunder step our way out.
Right.
Yay, I did it!
Yeah, Avasha.
I'm just gonna be here petting Havasha.
So we're just like, is there any engravings on the door?
Right, so, the door itself, like I said, despite being flush with the wall, looks like it's newly engraved. Like, everything so far, like the pillars, like I said, they've been getting less and less worn as you got closer.
But this is brand new.
This looks brand new. Like, could have been carved last week. Like, little to no wear on it. Very intricate, like, scroll work or whatever on the top. At the top of, like you can see on the picture, around the doorway, there's like all this scroll work or whatever. The two centerpieces here, are, two symbols, and then there's like scroll work in between the middle. You do not recognize the symbols though.
Okay.
They're not like mage runes or anything, but they're just, it's the same symbol, but it's like mirrored on both sides. It's not like a magic rune, but it's a specific symbol.
That means there wouldn't be any arcane magic coming out of it, so it's literally just a door at this point.
So Kenso just goes up to the door and then just
Try to push on it, like,
just push. Like, how is it heavy? Is it light?
like I said, pushing on the door, it doesn't budge. Like, I mean, it's you're like pushing
okay.
against, like you're pushing against rock.
Like, okay, it's a heavy ass door.
So we would all have to push in order to try to move it.
I mean, like, you could try a strength check to open it. It's up to you if you want to open it. But like I said, he's just pushing against it. I mean, it's sturdy. Like, it's like pushing against rock.
I guess roll a perception to see if I see any type of writing.
I was
Even
gonna
if
say,
I
you
can't
don't
see
just open it like the last time.
it. So 19.
And what languages did you know again?
Draconic, Elvish, Dwarvish, and Common.
Damn, talk about a lot of languages.
Well, I'm a sage. I chose my sage background so I can know a lot.
And if it's none of those,
Hold
you
on.
bring both of us over.
Common, Infernal, Draconic, Elvish, and Dwarvish.
I don't even know when it died, but the battery on the camera overheated. Worked. Mythrax just went to look at the door, and Kenso,
Yeah.
and they are looking at writing.
I'm looking to see if I notice any type of
symbol.
writings.
Symbol.
And there's a symbol.
Two symbols on the top, they're mirrored against each other. I'm trying to see if I recognize anything, at least from any of my dialects on there. Because at least that would help us out. Celestial, you know Celestial.
I know. Call me over.
It's not celestial.
Dang it.
Don't worry about it.
Is it show? Is it halfling? Is it...
I think Beth chopped her hair again. Even shorter. My sister already had her hair chopped pretty short.
Nice.
Guess what she's going to school for just by looking at her?
Nurse?
Look at her hair and her face. And tell me what she's going to school for.
Bakery.
I don't know.
Cosmetology.
I would not have guessed, I promise.
It's
She has
for
crazy hair and crazy makeup.
Yeah, look.
Then that means she's going for someone who does crazy hair and does crazy makeup.
see? She's got like 5 or 6 different hair dyes in her hair.
I give you back the rest of your red dice, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it takes her like an hour to do her makeup because she's playing with all these different kinds of makeups.
Yeah, you have the tiny green one.
Yes, I have itty bitty.
Do you want the bigger one or the itty bitty?
Itty bitty works better on my other things. Ooh, damn, that looks good.
I thought I had it saved, but I don't. So that's why I'm trying to find it again.
That's all good.
And of course I found it at work, so it's not on this laptop, and I'm real thick. That's why I'm like, oh, no, I saved it. I'm like, dude, you found it at work. Why would it be here?
This die has been helping me out a lot, so it's like, alright, little guy, let's keep going.
My friend apparently is doing a gin infusion. She's got like juniper berries and lavender and
Makeup?
allspice. No, gin.
Oh.
Like she's putting stuff in gin and infusing the gin.
Oh. I thought you meant gin.
She's chamomile.
Genie.
Like, why would you mess with
No,
a gin?
gin fusion, as in actual
We're on like all supernatural shit.
alcohol gin.
Hell, there's a movie actually called The Gin coming out. Really soon.
We did a reaction to it, and
It looks interesting.
yeah. I want to know more before I want to go see it.
But for both of you, Sarah. I don't know why, but I was trying to call you Rosette, but I'm like, no, Sarah. I'm trying to call you. I know, no.
Yeah.
I'm trying to call Sarah.
She'll answer the both.
But I know. But I'm like, But anyway, the third Annabelle movie.
Nope.
No.
Hold on.
Listen. So you saw the premise of Jin, right? It was exactly that. It's just basically like it because it looked like the premise. It looked like him home alone, stuck with his Jin for like I don't know however long until his dad comes home.
Yeah.
And that's my pencil again.
But with anything spiritual, time is irrelevant.
Oh yeah, so it could happen for like he could be in there for like a week, but it's the same thing. In the third Annabelle, like Jodie and two of her friends like accidentally set Annabelle loose, so like they're running all over the house trying to escape from her horrors. But hey, guess what? They all live. No one dies. It's just scary. That's it.
Yeah.
So you can be glad about that there's no deaths. There's just scares. That's it. Besides, it's just like what 3, 10, 12-year-old girls.
Yeah.
You don't want to see them die, especially to.
No one dies. They just get terrorized.
Yeah.
For a while.
But this I think June or July, you guys are definitely coming over because we're gonna watch the third Conjuring movie.
I'm down. You know me, I'm down for anything scary.
Did you watch the other Matrix movies?
Watch the first one.
Okay.
I'm not watching Matrix in my house. That is the symbols you see at the top.
No.
You would recognize this.
I was meaning Matrix 4.
I don't care. Don't want to watch it. You watch when I'm not here. I gave up after the third one. I was like, I can't do it anymore.
I watched the first one. I think
It's not either for now. Then I'll
it
write
was
down
either here or at home. Either way, my whole brain went swimming for the rest of the night.
It's an X with a marking on top and then 3 dashes on the side.
Show it.
First and everything else. So those are the markings on top that Mythrax.
on top of the 50-foot door. Like there's scroll work in, like I'm not drawing the scroll work right now.
Yeah.
But there's fancy scroll work in between, and it goes to these symbols, and it's mirrored on the other side, and then scroll work all the way down.
Okay.
And then what you recognize is these symbols. In the Draconic language are letters. Mind you, on one side it's correct, the other side is mirrored. So you don't know why it's mirrored on the other side, but that's the letters.
But then it's reversed. So then
It's mirrored on the other side. Like, it doesn't necessarily have a meaning on the other side. It's the same letters, but the symbols are reversed. Like,
Well,
Looks over at Kenzo is like, I take back what I said about the giants. That's draconic up there. But here's the weird part. And he starts explaining that that the top one up here is correct, the other is reversed, but it doesn't make any type of sense. Unless the pillars that we were passing by, unless they had the other letters written on top of them, it would maybe mean something, but that's just a theory. But this is all brand new, though. And someone wrote a dragon of sorts, or someone that knows the language, wrote that up on those parts.
let me make sure I didn't just fuck this up. Hold on.
You know, if this is what the Dragonborn is here.
I mean, if it's a dragon that made this, it wouldn't surprise me.
I screwed up. Hold on. Let me change the letter. I wrote the wrong letter.
Oh. Well, it still would be.
Record scratch.
But it would still be about the same thing what I'd said, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we don't have to change
You're
that.
not wrong. No, I wrote the wrong letter, but it doesn't change your thought process.
Okay. Okay, good. Because I didn't even show it on the camera what the lettering is,
Like,
so it's
shit, like I did write the right one. I'm like, no, I did the wrong one. Hold on. Let me fix it. Let me fix it. Let me fix it. I did one, but I meant to do the 81.
Good thing I didn't wrote it down in my notes yet. I was like,
Right.
oh no.
The funny thing is, it's not that far off. That's why I fudged it. I'm gonna go this way.
Fudgy.
I do not know why the lights are doing that.
It's been doing that all week.
I don't know.
Something wrong with the circuit
how
breaker.
many arches did we go across?
Three.
Well, no, and the whole path probably like 5 up to this point.
But we only investigated 2.
The only thing you notice is as you were traveling, so as you were traveling, they were getting less worn. Still broken, but less worn.
What is it?
Looking.
So obviously.
Can you read the letters at least?
Yeah, I can see the
Okay.
A and G.
Okay.
So
A and G.
yeah, but obviously in the grand scheme of things, it means something different in Draconic. It's just
Hag?
no, it wouldn't spell hag. Dragons see hags as way below them, so they wouldn't even bother with them. But
They see anything
why?
below them.
But here's the thing: why reverse it? Why have it spelled like this and then reverse it on the other hand? Unless
Anyone got a mirror?
I'm gonna do
So
something.
it's literally the same room. It's like even if you put a mirror up, it's going to show exactly what it is on the other side.
I mean, it would even be written back. No, it would even be written
It's
backwards.
written backward. I mean, it's a mirror.
So it's aga.
No, Sarah, not even that. It's literally A.
Like, it's not AGGA because even the G and the A are backwards on
So
the
the
other
G
side.
looks like one of those A's that's like all fancy.
Sort of. Okay.
It would be the same as like if somebody wrote like AB here, it would be a backwards B, backwards A here. Like it's not.
It's mine.
It's not written as ABBA. I mean, it's literally a backwards letters on the other side.
I think, you know what? I'm gonna do two different things then. Only because now my curiosity is piqued. Mythrax walks towards the door. Puts his hands on it just to see if anything reacts because he has a bit of draconic blood in him. So he puts his hands on the door to see if anything happens after touching it.
Nothing happens right away. No.
Makes a small attempt to push it.
Pushing on it. Like I said, you're pushing against stone, or it's very heavy. It doesn't really give or nothing like that. It's just like pushing on stone for now.
Okay.
Well, we're literally just staying in one place at this point. We might as well try to go through it.
I know.
Like I said, there is still a path that continues.
I know. I'm gonna do one last thing.
Like I said, it opened up to like basically like there's like random spot in the middle. There's a temple right here, and then we're gonna keep going. Like, or you could just keep going, like I said. But for right now, it's like you just open up, and that's what's here.
Okay. Then Mythrax starts walking back. Keto, might want to stand behind me. Put your arm on my shoulder, just in case we need to make a quick getaway.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
And here in Draconic,
Okay.
he pronounces it. At least attempts to pronounce the backwards part too. See if that does anything.
No.
After a moment, okay, nothing happened. So he takes a deep breath. It's like, okay, so this is stumping me. It's written backwards. There has to be a reason why it was written backwards. A door, a mirror, unless. The only other thing I can think of as to why this is written backwards is because, yes, this is a door, but this is the exit. This is not the entrance. That's the only other reason why I would think that this could be written backwards. And when we try to push, we can't push it because it's a pull. But there's not much else we can do because we don't have the strength to pull open a 50-foot
if all
stone
four
door.
of us pushed as hard as we could at the same time, we might be able to crack it open.
Do we want to crack it open?
That's the thing.
I peeked, and my interest has been piqued, so
I know
I want
both
to.
of your interests are piqued. Ainsley and I are still sitting in the back.
Do you two want to help us out and open this door?
Not really. What's going on, Kenzo?
6. Got something in mind?
Just wishful thinking, I think. Those symbols, they look like something out of something They look like something out of something out of some. They look like something from what I've read years ago in the monastery.
Your
The
monastery?
symbols on the door?
Because they kind of look like something.
They're not.
They're not.
They're
not-
draconic.
no. Yeah.
They're draconic for the letters AG. I mean, like I said, it goes backwards on the
Like I
side,
said,
but-
wishful thinking.
Because
I'm just like-
your school taught Draconic?
But not draconic, but those symbols look a lot like numbers from another language.
They do. By accident.
Yeah.
By accident. I know what you're looking at, but
Okay.
by accident.
But I know what you're
They're Japanese numbers for 3 and 6, but it
Yeah.
has nothing to do with 3 and 6.
Okay. That's what I was looking at. But that's what I was just like, those look familiar, but I know that.
They are there's the kanji for 3 and 6 in Japanese.
Okay.
It is not 3 and 6. It is A and G. Draconic.
We're just using them.
Alright. I mean, we won't be able to get in through this door then. Someone
I mean, you could try some other things.
Well, we
Just-
can.
All so far you've done is just this.
Well, let's just you and I push.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Do a strength check then?
Yeah.
12.
Plus your strength check, right, yeah.
14. Because I got +2. And I only got 15 on mine. 15th core ability.
I didn't know better. I know better. I got a 15.
But together, you know, like you said, it was a good thing. Like, you know, as you push, you can hear, like it's like you hear like it's trying to open. Like you can hear just kind of like a light grinding, and then just like when you're finally pushing away, you let go, you just can hear the little, like just like it tried to move, but it didn't. It's not enough. Like you can hear, like it does move, but you need like some legit strength to move this, or something else is stopping it. Like whether it's locked or whatever, like, but it can move is the point.
Ainsley Rosette, help us out with this.
You want to try and push it open with all of us. Just
Let's
push.
do it.
Just push.
Fine.
Kenzel's thinking about
Punching the door. Your monk
using
abilities.
key ability.
So she got a 16. You guys have to roll a strength check again.
Can I roll with disadvantage?
Because you did.
Since I don't want to.
Yeah.
11.
That was a.
They're both 8.
That was a 14 for
Plus
me.
your strength mod. What?
2. So they're both
Hello.
10.
What? Yeah, what you need?
We push.
We pushed, and as much as she wanted to deny trying to push, she still pushed evenly.
Although it was still only a 10. So it was half
It's
effort.
just
Either way,
Mom's
it was
stressing out
half
because of money, Ree's stressing out because of money, and then they're stressing each other out. I'm like Ree's freaking out about her wedding. I go, you're getting married next fucking April.
Right?
And you already have everything. You just gotta pay it off.
Yeah, she's more prepared
I
than
know,
we
I'm
are, and
just
I'm getting
like-
married in October.
Just like breathe. I'm like, you have everything. I go, you have to pay off. She's like, I know, but money's tight. I go, you have everything.
You have time.
You have time. It's okay. I'm like, if you need a payment delayed, I go, they probably will still work with you because of all the COVID shit. They didn't get any money for 2 years.
Mhm.
They will work with you.
They're starving
Like,
for
they want business. Like, they will work with you. Like, it's okay.
I mean, hell, the Bristol Renaissance Fair wants us to come back, so they gave us 4 tickets because we pre-ordered tickets
Right.
beforehand. So it's like, we want you guys to come. We will need money. It's like, and we will gladly pay
We'll
you
gladly
money
throw it.
because you know they're gonna have like nice face masks
That's
over
what
there.
I'm.
So
That's
it's
what
like,
I want to go for. I
Right.
want to see all the fucking shit they got.
so yeah, if we anything like Susan said, if we go to the
Steampunk
Ren
face
Fair,
masks.
that is true.
Steampunk face masks.
That is true. We at least need to get like an actual
Yo,
face
I don't even
mask.
care if it's $50 bucks. I'm like, if it's awesome,
You
okay,
have
I'm
one
gonna do it.
already.
So it's to support them, make sure they're still in business
Fuck
for
yeah.
next year.
Fuck you.
You can never go wrong with a cloth mask. That's what I meant, Sarah. Like a cloth mask for like the
You
cold
have a
stuff.
freaking leather one, so.
Well, I can always wear the leather one on top of it too. But anyways, distracting.
Yeah, no, it's just like a one stressing about money, one stressing about money, and they're stressing each other. I'm like, well, just stop it.
Oh, and I forgot.
Y'all are fucking PMSing, and your hormones are getting to you, and the stress is getting. I go, just chill.
I
Make
forgot
a
to roll
decision
for
later on.
for Archimedes. He'd probably be like pushing as much as he could. Like,
Flutter, flutter, wings, flutter, flutter,
he
wings.
rolls a better strength check than me. An 18.
Flutter, flutter, wings, flutter, flutter, wings, flutter, wings.
Let's see, an 18. Mother. Oh, his strength's actually a -2, so
So it's
16.
It doesn't really push. So like I said, the door kind of just gives a little bit, and then you just hear the when it closes, like it's a little bit. And,
And that's even with all 4 of us
all
pushing.
4 of us pushing.
I was like, oh.
Oh well, we tried. Let's
So
go.
Like I said, so it's probably either locked or there's some other way to open it.
And we don't know.
Don't know.
All right. Well, we tried. That's literally Mythrax. Just looks at it, is like, oh well, we tried. Let's go. No point in trying to open the door if we don't know any other way to open it at that point. But I'm gonna make a note of that temple there because now that piqued my interest of trying to come back to the Shadow Pass. Unless wait, the Mythrax actually goes back into the cart, grabs the dragon heart,
Okay.
No.
walks over to the door, pronounces it while holding it. Nothing, not even that. Okay, good. All
Put
right,
that damn thing back in the cart and let's go.
all right. Puts it back in the cart and just. All right, I tried.
Kensler just looks at the door before just bangs on it once and just walks off. Like, this is gonna be one mystery we're never gonna know.
Not yet, at least.
Go ahead and Mythrax, do one more perception check.
That is 15 plus. So 16.
Okay, so the last push on the door is that the door still didn't move as much, but the last like kind of like of closing, it's like you notice like a mist coming out.
Missed.
She really wants you to open that door.
I'm not saying you have to open it. I'm just saying I'm trying to give him hints on what it is, if you
Missed.
can. Like a mist.
Do I?
Like not dust. I mean a mist.
Arcana check?
Do an Arcana check.
Yeah. Because that's a... Let's see, plus that. That is 17.
Did I see it too?
No. He would have seen it because he's closest to the crack of the door.
Oh, okay.
That's why I had him roll. Because
Got it.
he was pushing and then Kensa was on this side. And I'm assuming we filled in the rest of the door. So, like, he was by the crack. That's why I had him roll. It's mist. It doesn't seem magic based, but it's mist. Yeah, it's not magic. It's just mist. It's not magic-y, it's misty.
It's a mist. A mist?
More storm
What was your perception to get the mist? Was it 17?
Yeah.
It's cold. Cold.
Motherfucker.
Cold mist.
Cold mist.
Motherfucker.
Okay, I can't leave this door behind. I need to know now.
We're gonna fucking
cold-
die. We're gonna fucking die because curiosity killed the ice sorcerer. I swear to God.
Cryomancer.
The cryomancer.
It's cold. I'll say that. Like, it's cold mist. Like, I mean, like, this would be like, obviously, like, this is regular temperature where we're standing outside here, but it would be like if it was like 112 outside, like really like dry, hot heat, and you open up like a ice cooler, like that kind of ice mist, kind of like, you know, like when you open like the
perception around to see if there's
like
anything
when you
else.
open like a back door freezer and you see that guy just like
That
like
draft.
that draft of like mist that goes to the floor, like it's that kind of thing. But like it was it barely moved. It was just like a.
So it's an ice cave in there.
So Rosette
It's
didn't
just
see
ice.
the mist.
It's cold.
However,
Like I said, he was by the crack, so he would have either seen or
Right.
felt it.
Rosette didn't see the mist and she is the neutral. However, she's gonna look around and see if she sees anything like a key or a way to get in. She doesn't have to tell them if she finds anything. But she's gonna just check out of curiosity. Nope. 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 That's an 8. Nope.
I said it would have been. Like I said, you would have had to roll a lot higher than Kenzo and Mythrax both had on perception. So
A cold cave.
A cold temple.
yeah, it's a temple. It looks like a temple from the outside at least. Like the
what
way
does-
it's intricately carved is that you assume temple, like not just like some dude's house. Like,
What does insight do again?
for like rolling.
Yeah.
On one way a player has put it, sir, is like you would be able to
It's
tell
like-
from our mannerisms if we're lying. Or,
Yeah, like it determines like the true intentions of somebody. So like you can tell
So
whether
it's
they're
just
lying
based
to
off
you
of
or
somebody, not even like an
like
area.
yeah, like you can do like an insight check like from basically like how they're talking to you, whether or not like their body language is just like saying like, you know, like they're lying to you, or if they don't look like they're like they're really stiff and rigid, like they look like they're scared, like you would be able to tell that. Off, like it's
Okay.
more like reading body language or reading clues from how they're talking, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Judging if they're
So
lying or telling
it
truth.
doesn't work with like an area, just trying to be aware of.
The only way you'd probably figure out what this place is probably through like a history check.
Okay.
And since you're not from here to know the history, it would probably
Well, and
be
my
at a
history
disadvantage.
sucks.
Right,
so-
like I said, it would probably even be at a disadvantage at that because you're not from here.
Right.
Mythrax might be okay with that if he wants to try it, but because like I said, like it's draconic. I mean, he might, but I don't know what your history is. So
You know what? I'll try it then for a history check. That's a 24 with my history. Check.
okay, so with a 24, between the cold mist, the rocky nature of where you're at, the size of the doors, the area that you're in, And the two draconic symbols, you realize AG also has another meaning. AG, with alchemist guilds, it's the symbol for silver.
We have to push the door, don't we?
Silver, it's... wait. Do you still have your silver sword?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
Tap is so sad. May I?
Give him the sword.
I
Pulled out a silver hidden blade.
just tap the door with the. I tap the door with the silver sword and attempt to push it again. Son of a.
You are a silver scaled dragon.
I know, but even when I touched it, it didn't do anything. That's the thing.
Do you have to touch it with your scale?
Hello.
guys, technically, I mean, it would be fingers.
I thought you only had them like on your
On the
on
most
like,
of it.
chest.
I don't think scales would even matter if he touched it with his bare flesh. Then it didn't.
You know what? Fuck it. Touches the door with the silver scales presented.
Still doesn't work.
Nothing.
Is there undead? That's all I can do.
At this point, if there was undead, I would have told you there was undead by now. Because, I mean, this is within a 50-foot area, so like, if there's undead nearby, you would have sensed it by now.
Why don't you coax the
Do we
door
have
opening?
to touch? Do we have to touch it with the silver and push at the same time?
I just attempted to do that lightly, and it didn't do
Well,
it.
that's just because it's one person. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, all four of us barely budgeted more than they did.
Yeah,
Like,
and the only piece of silver Kento has is
The hidden blade.
his hidden blade.
I'm not gonna have him break his blade trying to open the door, but
Shit.
geez, so it's AG silver, but then it's backwards. Why would they have it backwards then?
Then what's the opposite of silver?
Gold?
I mean, if you're talking above,
Sure.
if you're talking above it, gold. If you're talking below
Obsidian?
it, bronze. Why would obsidian have anything to do with gold?
Exactly. It's the opposite.
if it wanted to do something with obsidian, it would have cut into this mountain range. I'll say that for you.
Yeah, because we're in the thunder.
Because you're in the part where they cut away from the obsidian mountains. So,
Yeah,
if it wanted to do something with obsidian, it would have just stayed in the other side of the mountains.
I don't know. I get annoyed and I cast Ray of Frost on it.
That works.
What? Everyone just sees.
It worked.
Everyone just sees Mythrax saying, "This door is getting it."
Everyone is just like chilling, minding their business, and like I don't know, like one of us is smoking a pipe, just trying to like
Oh
think,
god, even this fucking door, like, so big.
and then Mythrax is just
It's like, "Ah!"
and then,
So the second the ice crystals hit the door, you hear just a loud click, and then you just hear the grinding of stone as they slowly start to part and open, and it opens up inward. And like I said, as it opens, you're just seeing that mist flood out onto the ground, and it's just a giant black dark hallway.
Rosette's
with
just
mist
like,
just
what
flowing
the
out.
fuck did you just do?
I don't know.
What the fuck did you just do?
I got
You're gonna kill us.
I got so angry at the door, I casted Ray of Frost on it. I'm sorry.
We don't know what's in there.
yeah.
You may have immunity to frost and ice, but we don't.
I don't have immunity. I don't even have resistance to cold, Sarah.
Then how the fuck do you keep using cryomancer shit?
Because I'm the best at cryo magic.
You're right. It may be dangerous. Rosette,
No,
you
it
go
can't
first.
be. No, it can't be dangerous.
No.
Guys, wait, guys. It literally says silver, and it's in Draconic. This is a silver dragon's den. They are lawful good and seek knowledge.
Okay.
They seek knowledge,
Let's
so-
still proceed with caution, because you never know if something else had defeated that, and we just defeated a red dragon and have red dragon
Yeah.
parts.
So, a silver dragon won't care if we have it.
But if something has defeated the silver dragon,
I know, but let's go in.
I would not think, because these inscriptions on the door here are still new.
And it took a blast of ice in order for me to
okay,
open it.
let's just go then.
All right, lead the way.
Fuck it. All of us are walking in just.
Okay. Alrighty. So, as you start walking, it's not like
Go on.
it's pretty much pitch black as you start walking into the doors. Like I said, like as you start, the closer you get to the doors, like I said, you feel like getting colder. But the second you step inside, I mean, it's like cold. Like, I mean, like air conditioner on super high, like cold, like probably about 10 degrees with a wind, like light wind. Like it's cold. Cold. As you walk down the hall, you're like just looking around. Like dark vision is not even really helping you much. It's you just basically say it's a really wide hallway, really tall ceilings. Like I said, probably about 70-ish feet. But it's just black hallway. As you're walking, like you said, you can hear the footsteps. That's about it.
Rosette pulls her cloak in closer. And should I cast light? Because we're all kind of going to be blinded.
Well, we're going into pitch darkness where the point where dark vision is not going to help us. And all of us have dark vision now.
So I'll
because of that
cast
stuff.
light.
Okay, so, like,
Which is one of my cantrips.
coming from his fingertips.
The duration is an hour. A firefly or phosphorescent moss is the component.
Yeah.
So you touch one object that is no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. Until the spell ends, the object sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. The light can be colored as you like, so I'll just have it be like
Pink. A white
No,
light.
I was gonna say like a white light.
Oh, you can do it on your sword. That way it's just like...
Okay, yeah. I was thinking something on me, obviously.
So, yeah, your sword.
So yeah, my sword is a little longer. Or I could just mutter.
Your bow.
Yeah.
Right. You don't have to use a cantrip.
Go.
So you utter the command word and your bow just shines light now.
Yeah, so I mutter phone out seam. And it shines.
Jeez.
It just sees the light for a moment and it's just
Got all
like...
these extra light things, but I see in the dark, so barely get to use them anyway.
So roll perception now that we see with the lights. Okay.
Forget it.
21.
Yeah.
So nobody can
You
see
forget
shit.
it.
I got 21.
I got 2.
But so nobody can see
I
shit,
did
but
too.
He was the only one who really
So
wanted to come
2,
in.
alright.
So he's like, man, it's super cold. I'm like, dude, I can't fucking see shit. What are you looking at? It's like, it's fucking cold. Can we go back now? He's just like, as you're looking around, because you're going to be the one who mainly sees this,
We're too cold. Our eyes have frozen.
there are like,
She'll see it
carved,
later, honey. Her eyes are frozen.
chalices like where torches would be held, but they're not lit. But there's like every 10 feet there's like it would be like they should be lit, like if it would if they knew someone was coming they should be lit kind of thing.
Okay.
Like to light up the whole hallway, but it's pitch black. Aside from her light.
Okay.
And then on every now and then you're seeing like stained glass windows, not that they're necessarily windows because they're not going anywhere.
So just stained
Just
glass.
stained glass, like I said, different random patterns. They're not necessarily like pictures, just random patterns.
Okay.
And then at the end of the hallway, like you're coming to there's another door, and on the side there's 2 tapestries, which have they're mirrored again, but it's a block of ice with a giant rapier stabbed through it.
Giant rapier with a block of ice. I mean, casting Ray of Frost was the thing that opened the door. Probably a... that fits the dynamic for this. Oh, just that?
There's a tapestry on both
Block
sides.
ice.
So there's another door, as big as the one at the entrance, another door, and that's a tapestry on both sides.
I guess in history check. See if I know what that's about. That is
I don't know if it'll show up well because it's on my computer, but you can try.
222.
That's what we're looking at.
And that's as a tapestry in reverse too.
And there's, like I said, it's correct one on like this is like the right side, and then it's the same on the left but flipped out.
Okay.
Let's go back so I can go back to what I was reading. Back.
Rosette puts her hand on Mythrax.
It's just like, yeah, come, just warming up her hands and everything.
Okay, so with a history check, you recognize that this is a holy symbol for Levistus.
Oh no! No! Just like Mythrax is like, no.
What should we go back?
I don't know because this is Levistus' symbol.
Who's Levistus?
My demon my demon's bloodline. The ice demon, Levistus.
So give me your hat. Right now. Give me your hat of disguise. Thank you. Okay. Tiefling. Got it.
Just to look like a tiefling, like. Just
Like,
looking
give
at
me
it,
your
it's
fucking hat.
like, and there's a door in front of us.
You just led me into a
He touches it.
You have to blast it with ice.
Yeah, but that was for the front
That was
door.
the front door.
I know. Try blasting this one with ice.
Use chill touch, the cantrip. Nothing.
Like you can see like ice spread on the door,
Yeah.
and then it fades. Nothing happens.
Well, there's another way. Takes his finger, pricks the bit of his thumb to get the blood out. Just touches it on the door to see if a bloodline of Levistus will actually open it. That doesn't work. Everyone stand back a little bit. This might warm us up just slightly. Cast the cantrip firebolt on it to see if that would change it. Demons and fire, you know.
Like you see like the fire like hit the door and like kind of just spread out. It looks like it would hit the tapestries like where they would catch on fire, but it instantly just like fades into mist when it hits the tapestries.
So it looks like you gotta do it a little more.
Okay. Arcana check then. Just because that now
Something
makes it
is-
interesting. That's
Holding it.
that's only a 14.
For what was that?
For an Arcana check.
So yeah, now that you're inside the temple, like it's past like the layers of thick stone, you can tell there's a really strong magical barrier on this door. You can't really tell what type of magic it is because it's thick stone. But you can tell it's a strong barrier, like high level spell.
This is probably a stupid way of going about it. Mythrax just looks at it and speaks in Draconic, saying, open,
Let me in.
like, open sesame?
Open sesame.
No?
Hey, it's me, your boy. Let me in.
Hey, meet your boy.
How about Leviathan
No, you mean, yeah,
or Levistus?
you mean infernal. Speak infernal.
Yeah.
Oh, none of you ever heard me speak infernal. That's the funny part. So then Mythrax just looks around and is like, don't judge me for this. Speaks in infernal. Open the door. Nothing. It's like,
How many languages do you know?
oh gee, I'm just a demon that studied under a magician that needed to know under a wizard that needed to know magic. Oh, how many languages?
Why don't you say that word that you had found?
What you mean? What you mean? And says silver in infernal.
Yeah.
No. God God, this door's open this much. You know what? I'm doing an investigation check to see if there's a way to open the door.
Rosette's gonna touch the door.
Nat 20.
So looking behind the tapestries, looking underneath everything, looking all around or whatever, everything seems like it's just a normal wall. Nothing seems unique or anything. The only thing that's weird about the door are the handles that are on the door. They're attached to the door. Like the same. It's like this. It's like the handles are naturally carved out of one piece of stone. Like there's no seam between the handles and the door itself. Like it was one piece at one point. And at the same time, there's not really a seam around the door. Like you can tell.
It's a door without actually being a door.
Like there's a seam down the middle, but not around the edges. Like there's like it would be like the split down the middle with the two handles, like it's ready to open, but there's no.
Yeah,
I guess.
Seems like it's magic. Like some sort of magic has.
Like I said, the way it's set up with the
Like a magic
tapestries.
portal.
Like I said, it looks like obviously the doorway. Like I said, it's got
The
the
door-
seam down the middle of
yeah.
the handles, but like I said, now that you're looking closer, there's no seam around the door edges. It's just down the middle with the handles.
It's definitely a
So
doorway.
it could be a slide open. It could just.
I mean, you could try to pull it.
Pulling it, pushing it, coaxing it.
Try pull the door.
Doesn't move.
How about sliding it over?
No.
No.
It won't move. Like I said, you've tried a couple magic spells. You know there is a magical barrier, so just reiterating what you know.
It's a riddle. Speak, friend, and enter. What's the Elvish word for friend?
It wouldn't be Elvish.
You already tried this. You tried a couple of draconic words. It didn't work. You tried a couple of other.
You didn't try
words.
friend.
There's no word for friend in Infernal. It's just. I won't stab you immediately. You know what? Fuck it. You'll say that. I won't stab you immediately.
by this.
Yes.
I want to do find traps. So the range is 120 feet.
There's no traps.
Damn it.
You wait.
It's like I said. Right now, you walk to the end of a hallway. This is literally like the door, like the end wall. There's a door with the tapestries on both sides. But like I said, there's no seam around it. Just the center with two handles. Like you should be able to open the door, but like I said, there's no seam. And you can tell there's a magical barrier on it, so you know it's a doorway of some kind, but you just don't know how it opens.
I don't have a spell.
What if
for opening
you and I
doors.
hold each other's hands and press the door trying to sense energy, or...
Would that be an investigate? No, we did an.
I mean, the Arcana check would just tell you the same thing. It's a very high level.
Yeah, we
magic spell.
already know it's a high level magic spell.
Wait. That wouldn't. No, that wouldn't work, would it?
I'm just trying to find a way to... Oh, what the hell? I have tongues in 3rd level?
Yeah. Like, why do you think I keep telling you to look and review your spells?
Pendejo, okay? Listen.
All right. So me and her do that to try and open the door. Nothing at all.
Not budging, not cracking, like nothing. Like
Well, I know Levistus is a demon of ice, and the silver dragon is of knowledge. So there might be a riddle, if anything.
oh, is it with your investigation check looking around? You didn't see any kind of writings or anything.
If an ancestral demon made this door, it definitely has to be a riddle.
I touch it with my sword.
You are blessed.
Silver sword.
Nope.
I'm starting to I don't know any other things. I don't have any spells that can actually.
They cannot know what I am in here. We're gonna be fucked.
I don't know anything.
We will be DEAD fucked.
DEAD.
By the way, I'm gonna light some incense. Do you guys want dragon's blood, frankincense?
Dragon's blood would be very appropriate right now.
Dragon's blood, yeah.
Alright. Let me go get it.
I don't know. I present my scales to it. Nothing. Alright.
Kenzo presents his mead.
It's mean. Huh?
Offered you a drink, but you don't want.
No?
Come on.
Rude. More for me.
It's a great elven mead.
That didn't work.
You know what? Mythrax, I got a funny feeling that what's his name again?
Navistus?
Evistus?
Levistus.
Levistus.
Like Leviathan, Levistus.
Levistus. I have a funny feeling if Levistus is what, godly?
He's a demon,
A godly demon?
in a sense.
He's watching us right now.
He already knows what I am.
Let's see if this will help. Try rolling a history check again. I want to see what you get, so I can see if I can give you more hints.
This is his temple.
That is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Okay, so since it's over 20, I'll give you this. So, generally speaking, followers of Levistus rarely meet in one place. So, temples in his name are rather uncommon. They're not normally made because generally, those who follow him, they're known for being thugs, rogues, assassins, loners, prisoners,
Outcasts.
yeah, shunned by society, and also people seeking vengeance.
Will my boot daggers help?
With the knowing that his symbol is the rapier and everything, the cultists who play homage to him are called Blade Reavers. And generally, they wield rapiers.
Such as that.
Right. And they devote themselves to ideals of vengeance, betrayal, and sword fighting.
But Mythrax doesn't want to deal with anything with Levistus. That's the thing.
I think we just made a terrible mistake. Because if we enter this temple, we have no choice.
Well, no, I mean, you can leave. Just hope he doesn't come after you. I mean,
Yeah.
you can leave.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, you're entering the hallway of his temple. You haven't gone into the temple because you can't figure out how to get past the freaking
Are you
door.
gonna
Makes sense.
relay that message to us?
I mean, just history-wise, what you know more about. I mean,
Mythrax bites his tongue and he starts explaining what Levistus is. That he's technically a demon. I believe he's trapped in his ice hell, isn't he? Yeah, he's trapped in his ice hell. The circle of hell that he commands and everything else. And as far as Mythrax remembers with Mira in terms of his backstory, the only thing he remembers is that there was a tiefling that attacked his mother, and the only thing left behind after a burnt down cabin was a silver dragon's scale and a tiefling horn. But he doesn't know if that means anything because he doesn't know if it's the silver dragon that attacked and Levistus was defending him, or if it was the tieflings that were attacking and the silver dragons were defending. So that's why it's
Who shot first?
Yeah, he doesn't know who shot first, and the strangest part
So
is
why are you still interested in exploring more? Because for all you know, they could kill you.
The problem is that we saw the door was draconic first. Why would it be in draconic, and then suddenly?
Levistus.
Yeah, that's the part that's one that he's wondering because why
they're both parts of you.
Yeah, that's the part that he's worried
It's
about.
all about you. You want to say something like in Draconic or in
He
Inferno?
certainly did.
And just say,
Try both.
I want revenge on my mother's death or something like that?
You just gave him a good idea. So he speaks in a mixed tongue of Draconic and Levistus and says, I want to hunt down the one who killed my mother. Nothing. Not even that opened the door.
How about saying it in Draconic and then in
He said
Infernal?
mixed. It's-
Neither one.
Okay. If it Levistus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any sort of deal you want to do with Levistus?
No.
Anything that you want to
You are asking me to make a deal with a demon? No.
Well, you're one yourself, aren't you?
That doesn't mean shit for them. Do you have any idea? He's like, think of it this way. He is the head monk of all other monks. Do you really think he has time or wants to deal with anyone lower if they're not worth his time? Because a demon, you don't want to deal with a demon, and they will make a
At
deal
that
that will
point, you
benefit
might just
them,
need to say,
not
let's
you.
make a deal. And if you say that, then you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Because you'll have to make a deal. So I say if you can't get this open by cold, fire,
Draconic or Infernal.
open this by dinner time.
and at this point, we've been standing
Technically it
here
is
for a
dinner.
while.
Right.
We have 2 humans with us.
Who are getting very fucking cold, by the way.
Let's just go. I don't trust Levistus enough to even do anything with this door, so let's go then.
So no door.
No door.
No door.
But it's just now that he knows that that's there, Mythrax will still want to come back and at least make sure
Can I see
nothing.
the map, please?
This map.
I'm just gonna mark it on the map so we can come back.
So Temple of Levistus. Yeah. Note to self. What's the name of the town that we're going to?
Stormforge.
Stormforge. Note to self. If we could, go to the temple from Stormforge
Maybe.
quicker.
It just, I don't want like.
You just created your own mist.
Here, this is frankincense.
Yeah, I have that at home.
Frankincense?
I like frankincense.
Do you like frankincense?
Yeah, it's just like it's just funny. It's just, you know. I'm like it just smells like burnt hot dogs with a grill, you know.
As they're all walking back, Mythrax just looks behind, just looking at
Yeah, looking on the walls. They're just like,
Leave
there's
it.
something about this fucking place.
Just leave it for
You know
now.
what? As just a joke, he's gonna look at the torches that were just supposed to be lit. Fireball to one of them. See if that does anything to him.
So when you hit fireball on one of them,
Firebolt.
firebolt.
Yeah.
So when it hits on one of them,
All the other ones light, don't they?
it like how do I phrase this? It hits the torch. It goes into it explodes like with flame. It changes to blue, and then goes out.
Rosette hits him hard.
What the hell? I said leave it be.
Just can't
Damn
though.
it.
That's the problem. It's like, you know what? You know what?
Kento throws a fireball himself at one of the torches.
Yours does nothing.
Do you need fire ice combined?
So Kenzo just walks over, puts
He's
his
all trying
hands.
to leave, and she's all trying to make him stay. And he's all like, "Fine, we'll leave." And she's like, "You can try this, you can try this." It's like,
So Kenzo
Because
puts
I
his hands
know
on
he's going to
Mythrax's.
regret leaving without trying everything
always
in his
come
power.
You know?
You keep saying that, but
Well,
can't.
no, we're just curious because we're just like,
you know where it is. I mean,
because you,
Yeah,
you,
but whatever
you aimed at
happens, the
torches.
farther we go
You
into
wanted
the
to
cave,
see.
we couldn't cave it in.
Fuck it, cast a ray of frost on it.
So Kento puts his hands on him and lets embers go in his hands and just gives him fire.
like I said, your fire is not going to do anything though.
No.
Even if you give him, it doesn't matter. It's not going to do anything.
Wow.
Like your fire is not
He's
effective.
just helping.
Do you have ray of frost
Because he
and
doesn't know that.
another heat thing that you
So
can
when
do
you're
at the same time?
when the frost hits the torch, it goes blue, changes to orange, and fades.
Reverse.
It's reverse.
If you cast fire, it turns into a blue flame. If you cast
ice.
frost, it'll turn into an orange flame.
It's the mirror.
The mirror.
The mirror image that we saw before.
Well, as much as I'd love to help, I mean, I can't put these.
So say
I can't-
close
I can't-
in Draconic.
Only you can.
Close and drop. Why did I think of that?
Close in Inferno.
Well, what the hell are we thinking? This is your ancestor, isn't it? It's your blood.
We already tried his blood. It didn't work.
No, I mean, it's your blood that you're connected to this.
Yeah,
Do we need
unfortunately.
the opposite blood?
So maybe no doubt this temple has it reacts to you because he's your ancestor.
I ain't making no damn deal with this.
Well, I'm not saying make a damn deal. we're just trying to decipher this torch quest.
I told y'all I was trying to add more of y'all backstories and shit into the campaign, so
I
that's
know.
all I'm saying.
Well, at least we're finally getting some.
You're feeding a dragon. I figured it was about fucking time, okay?
Yeah, I mean, is it even possible to cast 2 cantrips at once?
No.
That's the thing.
And
Wait, I mean, I got twin spells that can shoot off. That could do that, but that doesn't exactly help it either.
can you cast a continuous? Can you cast continuous flame or frost?
Not without creating a storm.
I don't know if that would work. But that is magic on its own.
I don't want to leave this temple now. I want to know. Damn, I hate to say this. I need a bone here. This is starting to. I'm just running through every option in my head. It's like,
get down the boat.
So the orange and blue is your hint. Okay. So the orange and blue is the hint. And the other hint is the fact that like there is a left and a right mirror.
So one side and the other side.
Like I said, the front of the entrance was mirrored. The end of the hall was mirrored. Then there was torches in the middle.
So Mythrax, what if one side has to be orange and the other side has to be blue?
I mean, I shot that one with both, and it changed into different ones.
So it looks like it doesn't matter. It can be either side, but we gotta choose the right one. Unless that is the correct.
Well, his point is he did the same torch with 2 different spells, and it changed from one color to the other both times.
Yeah. So, like I said, we can do either side, but which one's the right one?
My point
And if
is
that's the correct one.
my point wasn't about spells. My point was it's a mirror.
Are there are there engravings
No.
on the walls or the door or on the pillars that can give hints?
No, there are things that can give hints, but I can't say what they are.
So we can.
I've already told you what they are.
Okay. Oh.
That's why I'm hesitant to give it again. But like I said, I've already told you.
Yeah, because I know if you
So
do
I
tell us,
casted-
we'll probably just go.
I casted Ray of Frost on
Yeah.
one part of the mirror. I casted Ray of Frost to open that door, but I cast it at the end. It did nothing. But then it meets towards the middle, and it was changing between the 2. The only thing I can think of, possibly, stupid as this sounds, like maybe try casting Ray of Frost like from the middle towards the outside, but that's just. Yeah, I thought so. That
I
one.
was thinking like you could still try your
Do you guys
blizzard.
have any Neosporin and a Band-Aid? Because this is starting to hurt.
Band-Aid, yes. Neosporin, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Or at least some good lotion or something like Aquaphor.
Aquaphor, yes, we have. It's
Okay.
It's right here.
Because yesterday the second one happened.
Oh, wow.
It's just really dry.
Yeah. So.
Is it on a finger?
Yes.
Let me get your fabric on.
Okay.
Because they're flexing.
Drop the show.
Mythrax, why not use your blizzard? Isn't that magic on its own?
Yes, but it's a very dangerous magic, in a sense.
This is hurting me inside, but I can't give hints. I can only give so many hints about
Is it undead?
You know what?
No.
You know what? I'm gonna.
I mean, in a way it is.
Is it okay?
All right.
From
I'm gonna use
outside
twin
point
spell.
of view, is it really simple?
No, it's not. It's not. I made it difficult for a reason.
Okay.
But
I'm
I know.
All I'm trying to do.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out.
It
It is
said-
focused on
it said,
Mythrax, right?
yeah,
Right.
the whole point is it's me.
all I'm saying is I'm just pointing out at that stupid meme I posted in the quest earlier, that fourth grade level difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
There was something very specific I said was on the walls when we walked in that didn't make much sense.
What did they say? What did they say? You better have written it
So-
down.
Silver and it's reversed, and then walking in, it was stained glass. Stained glass.
Stainless.
There were stained glass windows, but there's no windows. They're just.
Stained glass windows,
Glass.
but there's no window. There's glass.
This is gonna sound stupid. Ray of frost towards the glass.
Okay, so.
Oh my god.
When you hit the glass, okay, the glass. So like normally like glass would shatter.
Uh-huh.
This reflects it, and it bounces off.
Kenso tries on the other side with a fireball.
No,
Nothing.
So
just like your fire doesn't do anything.
It's like so it's true. You're the only one that can.
So hit to the other side.
So if you aim it at something in particular, I can tell you what happens. But
You know what?
Just start going. Just start going crazy.
Aim at the glass to try and ricochet it onto the torch. A ray of frost.
this is what we didn't do.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my
I will
god.
explain this all at the end. But for right now, you figured out my puzzle. So it hits. So it hits there. It bounces off to hits. It hits the one torch. It bounces off the torch. Hits the other stained glass and hits the other torch. And then it will ricochet back and it lights all the torches.
Oh.
And the torch, you did Ray of Frost first, right?
Yeah.
So it goes blue flame to orange flame and then just to white.
Rosette, make sure the hat is on securely.
And listen, so now the hallway's fully lit. You can see like the stained glass on each side, and then now looking at the glass, they're colored mirrors. You couldn't really see it before, but like I said, now that it's fully lit with the white light, it's pure reflective. It's not like, oh, it's glass. Like like you can see yourself in it.
Okay.
It's a mirror. At the end of the hallway, like I said, the tapestries are still there, the door is still there, it still has the one ceiling, it's not open all around. There's still one more thing you have to do.
Only because it's a mirror and the other one's glowed orange, I would just think like a fireball to the other mirror to see if that would affect it. Nothing.
No.
Ice.
So it casted Ray of Frost and it did all of that.
It lit all the
time.
torches, so all the torches are lit right now. And you've already tried both spells on the door itself, but there's one more thing we have to do.
Oh, okay. So all that is it's like, if you all want to go back, go on ahead. I'm going back to that door at the end. And just starts walking back to there and everything else. Looks at the door again. See, I casted the spells. I
Rosette.
spoke.
Hold
every
on, hold
word
on.
I can think of.
Rosette stands there and goes, let him die. Fuck, the sex is good though. And he's
just like-
cute. So she walks back, wait up.
And there's one more thing I haven't.
One more thing you have to do. Like, you are so close.
Oh my god!
You're so close.
I don't know, burn the tapestries?
No, don't be for the tapestry.
I would probably insult him more than anything
exactly.
else. I was like, wouldn't do that.
Initiate
So let's see.
orgy.
So like I said, my
Oh
hit
my
was,
god.
it's a mirror. So like I said, just do another perception check.
That is
A pen drop.
that is a 19.
Okay, so yeah.
Yes, before I.
The door has handles. We've tried to push. Have
No,
we
he tried pulling. He did try pulling.
I tried
Yeah,
pushing,
okay.
I tried pulling, I tried sliding it.
Yeah, and they like I said, there's just a seal in the middle. It won't open.
I tried my blood, I tried the scales,
He tried a good number of shit. So looking the whole thing, you're like it's like so it's something with mirrors. Like it's mirrored. You turn it around, you see there's the same 2 tapestries behind you at the entrance door, but the entrance door is open.
And this one.
Close the entrance door.
So I hate that it's so simple, but I can't say anything.
Fuck! It goes back to the door.
So in other words,
gonna get
right. First grade problem.
So,
I hate
4
that.
hours later, yay!
the GM is just, oh my
I'm like, I
god.
can't fucking see. I'm like,
Right,
stained
take it.
glass windows with no windows. Obviously, that's a unique thing, and like everyone ignored it. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a long night.
I'm sorry.
Oh shit!
I tried my
I
best.
know. I was like, oh.
Well, it's because
I'm like, it's carved into rock. You're not seeing anything. Why would there be stained glass? And it was like,
at least
I thought it was different, but once again, I don't know if I want to be
Susan,
here.
at least, at the very least, we're not like most parties. They're like, do we even touch the door?
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
know, it's
I went and immediately
Yeah, I know.
tried to open
Yeah.
it. It's like, I'm not gonna just stick around for 2 hours arguing whether we touch the door at first at all, then figure out the puzzle. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna ask everyone, let's close the door behind us.
Let's do it.
So
We're dying anyway. Let's go.
so like there's like handles on the inside of the doors that match the other handles. So you can grab the handles and like I said, between the 4 of us, just pull it closed. The second you pull it closed, you hear that like kind of like that, like the, stone closes, and then there's like a pause for a second, and you just see like the mist that's on the floor like from the coldness, it kind of like rushes up the door. And then you see the seam around the door disappear.
So
And then at the other end, it appears.
it is a mirror. So now we go back to the other door. Before I try to open this door again, y'all get your weapons ready.
do I grab my angelic bow at this point, or do I just take?
I grab the handles and I attempt to open it.
They open relatively easy.
Just
Just like at this point, like you've proven your worth. Like it's a strong mental barrier, but like at this point, you figured out the locks essentially.
And my long sword and shield.
And so it opens to like a round circular room. It's all tiled and very like intricate mosaic on the floor. It's very high, tall pillars and columns that go up to like just a jetted rocky ceiling. But in the center of the room is basically the real life replica of his holy symbol. It's a giant block of ice, probably about 4 foot high by like 3 feet wide. Like 2, 3, 4 foot tall. With a rapier stuck inside of it.
It's his rapier. I think it's his.
I'm not gonna like this. But first and foremost, doing an Arcana check because I'm not gonna get possessed by an evil sword.
Oh, come on. Where's the fun in that? No.
Here, speaking of 20, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 26.
So yeah, you still sense the heavy magical barrier that was around the room, even though, like I said, it's deactivated essentially, because you unlocked it, but from the rapier itself, you're not sensing anything in particular. If that's
How
what you were
often
looking for.
does that happen?
Very often, like every 15, 20 minutes.
I don't
Is
understand.
that just the electric here?
Yeah,
or?
It's something.
Mythrax starts walking up to the sword.
Out of game. This is where the hero gets an OP weapon.
I know, but the problem is it's from a demon. Do I trust it enough to do this? That's the problem.
The question
Rosa
is,
takes a step back with her shield and her sword.
Just
why is this not?
I'm probably doing the most stereotypical noob thing in D&D, but you know what? I gotta try. Mythrax grabs the rapier sword from there and attempts to pull it out.
Okay, 1 second here.
And all of a sudden, Doom
Are
music
you
starts
using
playing.
some cold hand stuff?
No,
or-
first and foremost, I'm trying out just with my hands. Then obviously I'm gonna go through everything, like then scales, then fire magic, then ice magic, then speaking to it in draconic or infernal. So it's like, oh no.
What if you pull the sword out, then all of a sudden Doom music starts playing?
Then we know we're in the fight of our lives.
Bad problem.
That's okay. Say your prayers, or we're done for the day. And let's make new characters next week, and we'll be all set.
Wait, make new pick.
Let's make new characters next week, and we'll be all set.
Make new characters next week.
Well, let's go out with a bang.
Let's go out with a bang.
Having a good time. Having a good time.
Break your chair.
It's just panning all around, and he's just
My new character walks out the door. Is like, the hell do I hear this music from? It's just walking
this guy.
And he walks in with
Oh,
dead, bloody corpses everywhere, going.
Just grabs the rapier.
Supersonic ran out of
Attempts to pull it. Oh my god, why did I do this?
Oh shit.
I'm trying to get this thing
Just,
Oh.
yeah, like I can see Mythrax is literally like, looks at the block just like, before I do this. Just like grabs it and attempts to pull it.
And Kenzo was just like,
Has anyone ever played dual characters in a campaign at the same time besides just RPGs?
So yeah, think about how where the concept of 3 kobolds in a trench coat comes in. That's 3 characters in one, all pretending to function as one character.
Okay.
Yeah. Or the whole famous like 3 dwarves. 3 dwarves. One's an artificer in a mechanical suit, and each one is a different one, and they all function the suit as a barbarian, artificer, or something else. That's 3 whole characters functioning a mech, essentially.
kind of a badass mech in a way.
Fucking 3 gnomes all together is just gonna be hilarious that way. Oh god, I can't believe I touched the sword in the middle of the room. That's first warning 101. Like,
So you grab it and you try to just like pull it out and stuff, right?
yeah.
Okay. So as you're pulling it out, you're noticing like there's no resistance from the ice. But as you're pulling, the ice is cracking.
It's
So it's pulling like it's like butter, like really smoothly, but the ice is cracking like there's a lot of like effort being put into it. Once you pull it free, the ice just shatters and falls to the floor. The blade is dark. It's kind of a glossy material. It's not obsidian, but it's just a dark black kind of blade. It's glossy, and it has different patterns on it that kind of like shifting back and forth. Like as you're holding it, it's like to the light, like it's moving.
Readjusts it so that he's holding it like staring at it. It's like.
And Kenzo was just
Okay. I guess an investigation on the symbols moving back and forth. Okay.
So it's not symbols; these are like patterns.
Oh, just
Kind of like swirly, spirally stuffs. Not
You
like
know what?
symbols.
You know what? Just because of the theme going on with it, I cast chill touch on my hands so that it goes on the sword. Nothing happens to it. Okay. Investigation check then. That's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wait, am I? 22. Yeah.
So checking out, looking it over, you realize it's an exact replica of the one that is in the tapestry that's outside. So it is basically the living embodiment of his holy symbol. On the handle, it actually has this like the same marking of like the rapier and the ice block, like right on the cross point of the hilt. So it's right there too, like a smaller version of the same symbol. And like I said, the pattern just like kind of like swirl up and down the whole blade. Like I said, it's all made of the same type of metal. It's just
All one solid
Are
piece.
you shitting?
I mean,
Should we be running out of here, or I don't think we should be sticking around.
that's what he would literally be doing.
I mean, it's a rapier. I mean, it's a
It's a,
one-handed sword. Good
it's,
for.
it's a thin blade, isn't it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, essentially.
That means it's
I mean-
really like you can do it with one hand too. Yeah. It's a good fencing
Okay.
weapon too.
It's like, okay.
You good?
I mean, nothing.
I mean, rapiers.
yeah.
Fencing.
It's like,
I mean, you
My
saw
name is-
the symbol.
Give my father bed.
I mean, they made it thicker, but I mean, the handle looks like that,
yeah.
but it's a longer blade, obviously.
So it'd
you
be
know.
more like a longsword, if anything.
It's not necessarily a long sword. I mean, that's a little bit longer. Like I said, it's still probably like maybe this long versus like an actual long sword. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's still one-handed. It's lightweight.
Is he gonna have to train with that now?
No, it's a longsword, isn't it?
Well, I mean, he can use it, but it's
You gotta find someone
Yeah.
that can.
obviously it's not your ordinary rapier. So
Yeah. You know what? Try running some magic into it, just in general. See if anything happens with it. Nothing.
So I don't know about you, but I say we should probably head out.
You know what? Sure.
We gotta close the door behind us so we can open the other one.
That is true. So I get out of the area where that sword was in.
okay,
Okay.
Nothing happened.
nothing happens. Close the door. Like you said, it seals. Like the coldness rushes up, seals it off, and then the other one opens.
Then we just start walking across.
As you start walking in the hall, the torches start going out.
Perhaps it's the sword. They know the sword is leaving.
Just keep going, I guess. Okay, yeah, we keep going. Nothing's happening other than them turning off, so it's probably what Gensel said, just swords leaving. And I'm guessing we're by the door, bigger door now, and
See, one night of D&D, and you see how much my phone fucking explodes.
Jesus.
Holy crap!
I'm just trying to sit here. Do not just.
It's your day off.
Leave it be.
Your day
So
off.
right, so just
Like I said, you guys, like I said, you can push open the door easy, like I said this time, and it closes and it just clicks, sealed again.
All right, should we keep going in this cave or leave?
no, we're outside now.
We're back outside.
We push
Oh,
the door.
we're
We push the
fully
doors.
out.
Nothing happened, and now I'm.
Like I said, the torches went out. Like I said, you got outside, and
Well, we're outside that big door, but are we outside the cave?
well, I mean, you're still in the valley. I mean, it's
Right.
open. You're out, like you're outside.
Right.
You're not in a cave. I mean, it's still the valley.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're
yeah.
outside of this door now.
We're just outside the door.
We're back on the
So
path.
we go back down the path?
Yeah, at this point we just go back because there's nothing else happened.
You know what the best part is? If you guys took the right path, he would have never found this until later.
You're welcome.
You know the best part? That's the best part about this.
I
know.
Well, she
I had plans for him to come back to this later if you guys skip this path. And I'm like, we'll just see if they take it. I was like, oh, you took the path.
You are. It had shadow.
There was
on-
some-
I had this
There was something else
feeling-
planned for the other path, but I was just like, hey, I should pick the last path.
It was probably a story for one of us in the other path.
Probably. So
I won't see. But
Okay.
it was just funny. I was just like, hey, I should pick the right path. I mean, the right path.
But hey, you were brave. You said, all right, let's do it. Fine, we're gonna die, but let's do it.
We've been standing in the cold for like probably almost 30 minutes.
Like I said, now that we're outside, like I said, it's about like 75 degrees, but it feels like a sauna. Like you're like, oh god.
Mythrax, like, he knows he feels the heat, but he's looking at the sword. He's just like, it's like, what the hell does this mean then?
Your new companion, by the way, is now called Ebony.
What? Eben?
Ebony.
Ebony.
Because it's a black blade.
Just.
That means one of us could get ivory.
You.
Yeah, right?
Because you're the what? Because you're the bright one.
All right.
Who told Susan of my fascination of Devil May Cry? Who told her?
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking, dude, let me tell you something. I was about to play a Devil May Cry theme when you were pulling the sword out. I could still do that, just this. You know what? Fuck it.
Who told her about my Devil May Cry obsession? Because, thank you.
He was actually gonna watch it yesterday. I just think.
Tony, you're psychic.
I'm not psychic. I'm intuitive. There's a difference.
Tony, the first day you asked if Sarah could have a pet like the one that you showed me,
Like a dumbed down version of that darker pet.
and we fought Vicky
See.
Pine.
This is like when
That's the cable, actually, Sarah. The one you're holding. That's the one
these
on
are
the website.
stone ones?
Titan.
Yeah, that's the one.
So I guess they work pretty well.
I will order some.
But yeah, this is when you see the blade. No.
Just ebony.
So, the reason, like, obviously we can still continue, we can do other shit or whatever, but the reason for the whole fucking, like, mirror bullshit, tieflings that follow Levistus are known as, where is it on here? I want to make sure I get the actual phrasing right.
The Wanderers, Loners.
No, where is it on here?
That's if they worship it. Worship
Right.
him.
But no, where is it on here?
We should be using your security camera, the 360 camera.
That doesn't work that way, though, Sarah. I
So
don't even know how
We
to
put
do
it here.
It says, some tieflings owe their infernal descent from the mark of Levistus, with whom their ancestors formed ancient pacts. Such tieflings are nicknamed broken mirrors and said to bring misfortune to others. So that was the whole mirror bullshit. Like, there's a reason behind the like, yeah. So. Listen, there is a reason for the mirror dream. I just like make mirrors for no shit. Like,
Oh shit.
there was a reason. I'll just say that. So.
Okay.
It wasn't for like random bullshit just to fuck with you. Like, there was a reason.
But it makes sense for my character too, because it brought misfortune to somebody else other than him. So it's like, I didn't mean to. I mean, it's not. Part of me wanted to do something with the stained glass the very first time, but it's like, well, if I break it, something bad will happen. I'm not gonna just attempt to attack it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to break for pie?
Yes.
Yes.
I have a funny feeling that Ebony might have a bit of a consequential effect.
I wouldn't be surprised if it did at this point.
Like if you.
That's what I'm worried. That was what I was worried about. Remember what I told you? Don't grab a random sword, because sometimes that might give you levels of warlock and will not go away until you can break the sword off.
Hell,
your
for all
hands.
we know, if you take someone's life with that sword, it might give misfortune to something else.
I wouldn't be surprised about that. Holy crap!
That
I got
would
a
be a
sword
quick-
named Ebony. You really did.
Levistus.
What did Levistus had planned for Mythrax? That's what I'm going to figure out now. Because now that's the thing he's thinking about. He's looking at the sword and he's just like, was that specifically for me, or was that just
I mean, who else is a ice?
dragon plus demon? I guess that would make sense. Why make something for you would make something for someone more powerful among your army? But I didn't make a pact. I didn't make a pact with him.
What if Mira?
Not Mira, my Mythrax real blood parents.
Yeah,
Son
but
of a-
why did Mira die?
Yeah, because the whole misfortune thing, and she knew something. She must have known something, son of a bitch! Why do you do this to me?
I can't say nothing.
What, me actually thinking and figuring shit out?
why you do this to me.
Because I love you, and it shows entertainment in your life.
Shut up.
Yeah, we're gonna break for pie.
Hi.
Hi. Alright, so now that we almost killed Tony.
He never was in danger.
Touching it.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm
Oh,
talking
the
about
other,
the
yeah.
pie. So we just had some pie. We forgot to check that it had coconut in it.
Almost killed me.
Tony's allergic
got
to
a
coconut.
Benadryl.
It was like the 5th ingredient. So
He's got a Benadryl. He's fine.
yeah, he should be okay. He's not itching, so we should be alright.
He's expecting his new toy.
I'm just like staring at me. Like Mythrax should be watching that side, but he's just like, it's
Like, I don't know what the fuck this means yet.
like.
Hey, pay attention.
I got Archimedes. He's looking over there for me. As Archimedes is just staring at the sword, just like.
He's not looking for you. Stare at the
So
side.
we're back in the car. We're gonna keep going down the path, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Because we're not going back at this point, right?
Right. No.
Alright.
At least as far as I know, there was no other thing to check in there. So.
Like I said, it literally went from like one hallway to the one room zip.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So if you, I was like, we're still on our darker Deadwood Pass, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we're still on our good music. So, by now though, it's starting to get dark outside. Like I said, you can still like looking up. It's that weird kind of like hour right before twilight. It's not quite dark yet, and the sun is like just about to like fall.
It's purple sky, essentially. Twilight.
It's like the hour right before the sun finally drops. So like I said, the clouds above us, like I said, are still like shading the tops of the mountains. So you still can't see the tops of the mountains. You can still see the clouds, but they're like kind of like a pinkish purple now.
Okay.
You know, kind of thing. As you start continuing down the path, like I said, it's slowly just getting darker and darker because, like I said, just the sun's setting, kind of thing. The path goes off straight at first, and then it goes back to like kind of like winding again. And it slowly starts drifting off towards the right. So you're thinking like, okay, maybe they're just verging back together, kind of thing. As it starts going down, you notice as you're walking, the path ahead of you is kind of blurred.
Alert.
So
alert.
go ahead and roll perception checks for me, please.
11.
15 for me.
13.
So as you're walking and you're getting closer, you're realizing the reason why it looks kind of blurry or whatever is there's fog all over the path. And then, like I said, the more you look into it, like I said, it's pretty dense.
That means we'll even have a harder time staying
Is
to
it
the path.
like a wall? A fog?
Like it's slowly moving into the pass,
It's moving in.
like towards you.
Kenso moves up and puts his hand through the fog. And is it cold? Is it?
Yeah, it's like a cool misty. You know, it's just fog.
Nothing tingly, nothing. It's just regular fog.
Just staring at it, it's like, how good is Vashta at keeping onto the road with this?
I mean, like I said, since there's not like giant chasms on either side anymore, like you're on flat land, she's okay. I mean, but like I said, the further you get, like the less visibility you're getting.
Well, this is the only way we can go.
It is the way out. I mean, there's
I
only
guess
one direction. So
We go a little bit farther.
As you say, Rosette, stay on the path.
Yep. Just stay on the path.
There you go.
I guess then, yeah. I mean, it'd be kind of dangerous to all stay in the car without actually seeing the road. So I'd imagine all of us would at least try to get out and just like stick close to like Vashta while looking onto the ground and anything.
If the cart passes, Kenzo just hops back on.
Yeah.
okay.
Alright, I guess move forward then. Just keep an eye on the ground when we're stepping, just to make sure we're staying on the path.
Okay. As you're walking through the fog, like I said, you're slowly getting through there. Like I said, by now it's pretty much dark. It's not like pitch black, but I said it's nighttime. Rosette, however, you start to sense something kind of unnatural.
God damn it.
Hey, at least you were warned this time.
I sense undead.
Indeed.
Say it.
Motherfucker. Hey guys, I sense undead.
Great.
Ready
Shall
your
we stop?
weapons.
Shall we stop then?
We're gonna have to.
I don't know. We should keep going because they can. If we stop, what if they're with the undead can swarm
Wait. How fast can Havasha run?
us with a car?
Pretty fast.
Boss.
Do you want to run in the middle of a mist?
Turn undead.
You got a point.
What?
I have
She-
turn undead.
That remember when we fought the white?
Yeah.
And she brought her holy symbol up and it created that barrier. She has that ability to do it.
There you go. Yeah.
But I don't know how long it lasts. I think it's only like a minute.
It would be in your features on your phone,
Okay.
not a spell.
Well, I have it written down too.
Okay.
I was just fixing my earrings.
Okay.
Feeling itchy. Turn undead. And path to the grave.
Avasha's speed is 40 feet. Running with a cart. She's not like she is a draft horse, like I said. So she's not like heavy burdened at the moment. Like I said, she has enough where she's not like dragging too much weight behind her. So I don't think it would encumber her speed. So probably like what? 160 feet every 6 seconds.
Okay.
That's progress is reaction.
But we shouldn't. We should
Maybe.
still not run through because it's still in the mist.
Well, we can still.
Sentimental at Duck's
walk
door I
around, but we still
also
have to
have
get through it.
apparently.
Right.
That's good to know. Sentimental at Duck's door I also have.
What is that? 160 divided by 6. 26. So, I did the calculation. So, she can run about 160 feet every 6 seconds for a round. That's her running speed, which averages out to about 26 feet per second, which averages out to 17 miles per hour.
Okay.
It's not showing turn undead, dear.
It's not gonna. Just keep going now. You're on the basic cleric stuff, right?
I'm on the domain.
No, basic cleric, not domain.
So, like, what can I do to say there? Like, 17 miles per hour. Which isn't bad for a draft horse.
No.
Who carry a cart, you know.
Yeah,
Go
I
down.
think
Go
I'll be
to
able
where
to
it
stop
says
you getting in the way of
channel
it.
divinity as a section.
He's gonna knock you down.
And then there should be something that says turn on dead after you pass your channel divinity.
Turn undead.
Mm-hmm.
As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer censoring the undead. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can use only the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action. So the question is, what are we dealing with? And should I just use it, or should we fight and see what it is first?
I mean, it can be undead, but then it could just be a vampire. So it's like,
Right.
we don't know.
For all we know, it could
Or,
be
I mean, we did just kill all those spawn.
Yeah.
it could be an undead hellhound. For all we know.
I could have used turn undead on the spawn.
Probably. But, what was it? I mean, you can always do the whole summon your boar, send it out, and see if it dies.
If I summon the boar,
Right. You gotta do that?
I got the elk. I got the elk.
So it's just-
Elk!
it's like, it's been a fucking while.
So what? So like I said, we're back on a path. Like I said, the path itself is about like 25 foot wide.
Shit.
So
Might be a bad thing.
well, no, I mean like it opens on the side. So I mean, he's standing in it. It'll just fit it essentially.
Yeah. So we still have this whole,
right?
Yeah. Sort of. Yeah, that should be right.
Well, no, he's the large one though, isn't he?
Yeah, the largest one.
Yeah, he's
like
beast.
he's the 3 square,
This is
the
a
9 by 9, or the 3 by 3 for 9 squares or whatever.
Essentially.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, sir, we got this whole area. It's just the reason why I marked this is because that's the
That's
path.
the path, and then
I mean, there's rocky shit over there he could walk on. I mean,
Okay, so
it's
he
rocky.
can't
I
go
mean,
over
you
here.
can walk. I mean, we can walk on there if we wanted to, but I mean, we have a cart. It's kind of shitty to travel on. But I mean, there's just a one rope, like actual path.
Hi, Alki.
It's like,
But the fog is dense enough that we can only see like 15 feet ahead of us.
so 5, 10, 15. So literally, this is as far as we can see with dark vision because that's
Right.
probably a fog just interfering with us.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, this is just like dense fog.
How many D12s do you have?
That's why I like my app, because I can put it in as many as I want. He's like, I need
How many
24 D12s. Let's
No
do
problem.
it. And then it just
3 more.
shake. And it does the math. I'm like, oh, you're so nice.
That's not a 12, that's a 10.
You.
That's a 10. This is a 12.
Oh, those. Jesus. That's one, that's one, that's one. Just calculating how
Son
much.
of a bitch.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Alright, so 42 it is.
Yeah, she never gets less than half of what the roll is, but she has a chance to roll for more.
Yes.
So, like, say she rolls all 12s, she gets a lot of HP. Otherwise, she gets whatever half is.
Gotcha.
Because the handbook gives you half, as like, or you can roll it yourself. And so I never let her get less than half because that's just an actual move.
Right.
Because like I go, the handbook's willing to give you half. I can't make you get less than that. That's bullshit.
Right. Alright. So we got an elk ready. I'm just gonna have a little symbol for Archimedes. Flies up, just lands on top of the elk's horns, just.
Belt speed is 60 feet.
Put something on there for Avasha because she can't run anywhere.
Oh shit.
Wolf.
The wolf.
Put her behind. Oh wait, well yeah,
Like right
technically right.
Like I said, she's gonna be attached to cart, like, because normally she runs off, but she literally can't run
She
anywhere.
can't run anywhere.
I mean, if she runs off, she's not coming back because she's not gonna be able to find her way back through the fog.
Right.
So,
Shit.
I'll have to protect her.
Does that mean that she could die?
Yeah, that's the problem with a live animal. Like now Archimedes, I don't have to worry
then
about
we'll
it.
have to summon a random like thing every fucking day and hope to God I can pull the cart.
And if not,
You should be casting your spell on her too.
the spells only have a limited functionality, if anything.
Yeah, but the spell that you have on Archimedes.
So that's a ritual. That's not something I can do as often, and it only works for one familiar. If I cast it on Vashta, Archimedes banishes to the to whatever counts as the celestial plane because I can only have
That's
one
not
familiar.
fair.
That's why I was worried picking up the sword because if I turned into a warlock that comes with a fiend familiar, then Archimedes
she's
vanishes to
gone.
the celestial plane, and I'm stuck with a fiend as that. So it's like, yeah, that's why I was always worried about that. So yeah, my spell can only protect as much, but I can't do anything like that. All right, so we got the elk summoned. We sensed them somewhere in the fog. We're at a disadvantage because there's only 15 feet that we